Saturday
Let's go.
night.
I like that one. I
Get your
like that
kids
one.
out of the
Who was that?
pool.
Was that Son of a Merc?
Yeah.
That was perfect.
You
All
find
right, let me go
stream.
ahead and start off with our intro. Now, for our intro, guys, do you remember what I told you to remind me to do because of that special interview that Shugg had on Java Akuma's channel?
What?
Oh yeah, you gotta
It's-
squeal.
So
What do you say?
let's go
Squeal
ahead
like
and
what?
Oh hell.
feel like a schoolgirl. So let's go ahead and
Okay.
get this. First off, Java
It's gonna be
Akuma,
loud.
I'm Eddie G from BEYSShowcase. I told you that if you said my name, I'd squeal like a schoolgirl. You said to send you a DM with it. However, I said I would do it instead in the intro of our video here on the podcast with Son of a Merc. So Java Akuma, this is for you. Everybody, earbuds or sound warning. I'm gonna squeal like a little bitch, so it's gonna hurt.
Oh fuck.
Ready?
I know.
3, 2, 1.
Goofy.
It didn't come
There
through
we
at
go.
all.
I did it.
Did it come
I
through for
did
you?
it.
I don't know. It might
Oh,
have
I
cut
couldn't
out.
hear anything. I think the mic might have cut it. Like it was so high pitched, maybe.
It might be a good thing.
It looked
might be a good
like a
thing.
good one.
Okay.
Did you send? You know what you're doing?
She's about to-
Yesenia's looking at me like, what the fuck did he just do?
The neighbors calling.
She's like, "Are you okay?"
Yeah.
That's funny.
All right. So with that being done, now I can go into our real actual opening. This is going to be the epic opening for tonight. So this is episode 10 of Beyond the Binder. I'm Eddie G from BEYSShowcase. Along with me tonight, we do have Shugg Nastee, all the way from Japan.
Shugg
And of
James.
course, Son of a Merc, the man of the hour.
What's up, guys?
We are here. This is his channel. Get prepared for unhinged podcast talk with us three as we do wait for IFOMO to join us later.
Yes, he will be
Also,
here.
we might have AM PM peeking in today. So not just 4 of us, but 5 of us unhinged right here on the channel. You're in the right area, baby. Let's go ahead and kick it off. Son of a Merc, go ahead and
Making
take
no
it from
sense.
there, buddy.
All 5 of us making no sense whatsoever. Oh, okay.
That was beautiful.
So
Thank you. Does it deserve a blinky?
it was what?
Why not?
It was a good one.
Everything deserves a blinky. I feel
It
like
was prime. It was prime beef.
Baze
Grade
is
A.
looking for an excuse for a blinky.
USDA prime.
What's up, everybody?
What up?
Yeah, this is the second podcast today. My butt hurts.
So, Shugg, people are over generalizing things. What do you mean?
Oh, we're getting right into it. Okay.
Let's get right into it, guys.
Is it a hot take, or you want to save it for later?
Yeah, I don't know if I said it on the podcast because I had some notes, and this is just some of the notes that I thought of, like random topics to talk about. But I think people, in my opinion, are overgeneralizing different things within the hobby or use terms like that are general terms when they could be more specific. And like an example I thought of was when people call other people like Pokemon investors, or like YouTubers that talk about the market or prices, and they call those people Pokemon investors or Pokemon YouTuber investors. And I feel like sometimes like that may not be the case. It may be like for me, and I think maybe I don't know if you Merc you relate to this at all, but
You mean like
as like I think
putting
most
people
of us
in
started
boxes
as like
kind of thing?
yeah, they're just
Yeah.
putting them in like in categories, general categories. But I feel like for me, some people may call me an investor, even though I mean I have like I don't feel like I am an investor. I have these that they
Mhm.
could go up, they could maybe not, but I don't really care either way.
But that's
But I think
also a part of
there are a
what
lot
you
of
enjoy,
people.
right? You
Yeah,
enjoy,
of course. And
yeah.
I think a lot of people start as like collectors, and maybe they do like for me, I started with like Top Sun cards, and like a lot of my videos in the beginning were just about my collection and what I had.
Mm-hmm.
But like as a content creator, I feel like you can only go so far, especially with something so niche like Top Sun cards. Like it's very like limited. I can't make a video every week about Top Sun cards, you know?
Yeah.
I feel
That's
like
true.
it wouldn't last very long. So I think that if like that's a factor, like for certain content creators, I think a lot of them started as that, but then they look to other like things that they can make videos about. And especially when you can't get like Pokemon like supply like products, like sealed product,
Yeah.
and you can't rip stuff open on the channel, or you can't like show your viewers these like new products that are coming out. What do you do for content? And so I think a lot of people, like, the closest thing is like talking about the market and the reason why you can't get this product, and they're like,
Just
you
trying to
you
be
maybe
involved
talking about the market.
any
Yeah,
way they
you're
any way
maybe
they can
talking
be.
about the market and like prices, but doesn't make you an investor. I feel like sometimes people call those people investors or look like bad on those people, because like Pokemon investors still kind of like a touchy subject with some people, and they say it
Mhm.
shouldn't be a part of the hobby. Those people are just in it for the money. But
Yeah.
I think some of these people are actually collectors just talking about the market and, in investment things. There's some overlap with things. So I don't know. I think people overgeneralize and maybe don't look at it from that perspective, I guess, sometimes.
Well, it's everything's
That's
intertwined as well.
Yeah,
Like
there's a lot of overlap
like
and in stuff's intertwined. Yeah.
it's hard not to like it's hard.
AMPM's in the gaming channel right now.
Is he? Oh, he
Yeah.
can't.
I don't know if he can't get in here again or what.
You guys want to
let's
swap
see.
over one more? Yeah.
Do you guys want to swap over now?
Let's go ahead.
What are we doing?
Be rude
The
not to,
Discord
right?
gaming voice channel, or the big cheese and big chillin' now in
Um,
Discord.
Heard big chillin'. I'm swapping.
wait, we're in the right channel, aren't we? We're in the
Well, he
Yeah, but
can't
remember
get
he
into
couldn't
the
get in last time.
situation room.
last time he got in though. We
No, he
fixed it.
No,
switched over.
we swapped
Right?
over. Yeah.
We swapped over,
Yeah. Let's swap.
but I didn't swap.
Yeah.
You swap.
Oh, he's
Wait,
out now. He's out now. I don't know where he went.
Send a chat. AMPM. You trying to get in? Trainer Glenn, what up?
Trainer Glenn, what's up?
Let's see.
I don't.
Give me
Yeah,
a
I don't know
second.
what he was doing.
Let me message him
Anyway.
in the
He's
big
probably
one,
trying to.
in the big message. Oh, he
Um,
ain't in that one. He's on Discord. I mean on Insta, right? Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. While you're doing that, Eddie, do you know of any other like things? Oh, you said what's up in the chat on YouTube. Are you trying to come in AMPM? You trying to join right now or
Trying
later?
to party.
Trying to party?
Trying to get a little wild.
He
Big
said,
chillin'.
yeah, go to Big Chillin'.
All right, we'll swap.
All right, see you there, Bays.
Wait. Why am I still in this when I left first? Sorry, guys.
Are we good?
Mic one, mic one.
Still going?
All right.
Wait up.
All right. I don't
He
know.
left. Is he trolling?
All right, okay, he's messing with them. Maybe, I don't know.
It will. Oh well. Discord party. It's open.
I don't know if you guys feel the same way about that topic. If people overgeneralize, that was just like one example, but I think people like to put people into categories if they slightly disagree, or they're like looking for like a villain or something, especially in times like this when people can't get product. But there he is.
AMPM's here.
Well, for someone like me,
Shugg.
AMPM, enter now.
for me, I
Shugg,
don't really.
think-
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I think your topic is spot on, and I want us all to tackle that topic and answer that one before we move on, because I want to make sure we do give that that topic a good little bit of time. I liked it. I like that one. So Merc, I'll answer first because I know I'm always long-winded.
I want to hear you because you're still opening stuff. But do you feel?
Ooh,
How do you?
red.
Oh shit!
What the hell? I didn't even know.
Fucking samurai.
Let's
That's
fucking
dope.
go. That's dope.
Is he gonna
as fuck.
sacrifice something?
The just straight out the
Oh,
rice
dude,
paddies.
this is awesome.
Yeah.
That's what it's. Is that a kimono?
Oh,
Or
you,
like
you should have did the whole thing like that.
goofy.
That's
Alright.
awesome. Dude, we got to do
Um,
like a costume episode. Sorry, go ahead. We're
I'm
getting
down.
on topic.
All right. So how you said how people sometimes overgeneralize, use terms a little bit in the wrong way. I do agree with you. I think there's a lot of people that use some terms as
FOMO, what
hot
up?
button,
Let me fix the stream.
and using certain
What up?
terms will increase the
What up?
traffic towards your page, or it'll increase more viewership towards a certain topic. So I do think you're right, because it is something that I've noticed. It kind of catches on, and then a bunch of people start using that wrong term in the same context because they saw it. So it's kind of parroting it back. but all
Yeah.
it does is further spread something which isn't quite correct, and it just catches wind and it continues. And I think that in itself is bad for the hobby because it does shed a negative light, although inflated, over something that it should not be. You get me? So I do
Yeah.
see it as something detrimental.
Let me
Yeah,
try
I
to
think
get
that's
this
And
well
lined up
put.
just right, YouTube. My bad.
and then, son of a merc, what was it that you were asking me? Since I'm still opening product, what was that question, or what was that portion of the?
Like, since you typically just open product, it's not necessarily always Pokemon, but how do you keep yourself in the loop per se? Like, when you can't, like, how are you seeing things right now? You can't get, I mean, you can get product, but it's overinflated and you don't really want to spend that money on it. So how are you
Yeah.
looking at things?
Well, I'm getting less product, so that's the first and foremost. Perfect example. Obsidian Flames. Right now, it's like a 200 or over, slightly under $200 box. For the longest, it was like 100, 110. So when I used to be able to get 2 boxes of Obsidian Flames, that would be 2 separate live streams. I would run different giveaways. Now it's just 1 box. So that's half of the content or half of the giveaways. So it does affect the channel in that sense. Stuff being more expensive means I get less stuff because it doesn't quite mean that we get more revenue. We don't sell shit. So the memberships, they're still the same cost. I didn't increase the cost of the memberships, so I'm not getting extra revenue. So if I'm still providing the same packs, it's more of a loss on me. But again, it's made up by the super chats, or it's made up by the fact that I do have people that are like, yo, I'm gonna send this donation to your channel to help you out with like mail cost or to help you out with getting more product and shit. You get me?
Yeah.
One of the things that honestly saves me, um, all the shit Henry Daddy has sent, all the shit Andy Vasquez has helped out with,
Ooh.
anything that I've received in the mail, like what AMPM sent, that was a whole box. That was a whole episode. That was a whole fucking live stream
Yeah.
just with that one booster box. And it was the biggest fucking giveaway we ever had on my channel. Why? Because of AMPM. And I'm fucking eternally grateful. You get me? But that's because he sent it. I didn't pay for it. He paid for it. He sourced it. But he sent it to me. All I did was run it.
Yeah.
So just because of the grace of that I've had that happen quite a few times on the channel, I've been okay. But if I didn't have that, the channel would have suffered tremendously. And I know my viewership would be down. And I know my watch hours would be down. So I understand the struggle that some other creators are going through, because no, not every creator is as lucky as I am in that sense. I'm still fucking completely mind blown anytime I receive anything. But that's
You're
why.
really good at enjoying the little things. I will say that.
Because I
You can
really
make,
do.
yeah.
Yeah, I really do enjoy it. Dude, here we go. Perfect example. How excited do I get for Gengar? AMPM.
Yeah.
Tell me how
I knew it
excited
was
I
gonna
get
show
for
up.
this little fella.
Really excited. I gotta ask one thing?
Go.
Did you all at least even hear the music? Did you hear the
No,
music
We
or
didn't hear
not?
the music.
Hey, hold on.
it was
No, they
dope
didn't
anyway
hear it.
though.
Yeah.
It was
No,
so
It
no,
didn't
my
even need
daughter,
it.
my daughter. No, it did. My daughter messed up. Listen, this is what it was supposed to play.
Oh,
The
here we
Akatsuki
go.
music.
We can't
I can't
hear
hear
it.
anything.
I think it's
It's
canceling
hard
out.
for
the
Discord to pick
Akatsuki
it up.
music?
Oh, it might have like a
He was in
filter on where.
what is it? A Katsu? What is the Naruto black and red?
Akatsuki from Naruto?
Yeah. Yeah. He was dressed up in the full
Oh,
full
that's so
get
I
up.
had the
cool.
Akatsuki robe on and stuff, and I played this.
Yeah,
It's
we
not
can't
picking
hear
up.
it. I think there's a filter.
Yeah, it's like
Stupid
something
ass
for the
filter.
background, or maybe something that's too close. It won't.
Well, it might be
play the
copyright
audio.
too, though.
Yeah.
So
Mm.
yeah.
Damn it! I had it all planned out because Eddie said something about
Supernatural.
Yeah, so I was like,
Yeah. I mean,
I already
Let
know
me-
what the Akatsuki
FOMO.
music is, so I'm playing it in my head in the background. Yeah, it works. Works very well.
It
I don't
looks
know what
Nice.
you're talking about, but
You guys
Naruto.
should just.
Bad guys on
Yeah.
Can you
Naruto.
actually play that? Can you play that live right now? like a little music clip on YouTube, a Kotsky theme?
I don't.
I mean, it's okay. I'll do it on a YouTube video
It might be
or something.
copyright, so I don't know if I
Mario
can.
Kart
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah, but
Still,
going
pretty
back
sick.
to it.
Unless it's
Going back to
reaction.
it, kind-
I mean, I don't know. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, just going back to it, kind of to conclude with what you said. I really do enjoy, like, legit, all of the small things. Shugg is sending me something. I have an idea of what's already on the way. There's gonna be a box inside of a box. That's what I'm gonna leave it at. But this box inside of a box, it's gonna have some cards out of a TCG, and I've never fucking opened them on the channel. It's nothing crazy, but when everybody sees it, they're gonna be like, "Yeah, fucking Eddie Wood, fucking
Alright,
Eddie
so-
Wood opened that on the channel."
All you guys, don't tell my wife, even though she's probably watching this right now. I got you guys
I'll
all
ban her.
something. Yeah. I mean, it's not
Love
like
you.
the most
Hey.
epic shit, but I got.
Thank you.
I like to get people shit, but I get people weird shit. So that's the.
I'm
That's
in
what I
the
like to-
process of
I like to
getting
get
you
weird
guys weird
shit.
shit too. Don't worry about it. I took some pointers from Java's live for Shugg because it seems like he misses certain things from here. So I'm trying to find out how I can send tamales over to Japan.
I'll
That
go-
would be awesome.
We'll have to wait till it
Bro,
all comes in,
They
and then I'll
have
send it out.
these- Bro, legit, they have these like packages with tamales in them, and they're branded, and you can pass them through customs. So if Japan allows it, I'll send them over.
That's
Yeah,
It
awesome.
tastes
you could
pretty damn good.
That'd be
freeze it
dope.
with dry ice.
I don't know if my wife's
Or
ever
you can
had
just
tamale
put some
either.
hand warmers in there, like a whole
And
bunch
this
of
would
them.
be like the Central American tamales. So
Ooh,
that would be cool.
good.
It even comes in like an aluminum seal. So it's
Oh.
like vacuum seal and protected. So I don't
Oh,
think it should have
nice.
any problems through customs.
Pork, chicken, or beef, or all three, or what?
Just heat them bad boys
I
up.
think it was pork. I think the options are pork and chicken. And this stuff that
Lady Luck.
I used to buy in
Yep.
Honduras, and just by coincidence, they sell them at the Walmarts over here, like in the Latino section. So I'm like, bet, straight from home.
Yeah,
That'd be dope.
they're different AMPM than the Mexican tamales though. Like, you said is it Central American or
Yeah, it's nacatamal, so it's the one with
Okay.
the plantain leaves instead
Yeah.
of the one with the corn
Kind of
husk.
work like that.
yeah.
Yeah, plantain.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
I
that
know what
real
you're talking.
jungle shit.
Them thick
yeah,
boys.
you speak my language.
Yeah.
Yeah, those tamales, I've tried them
Do
both.
they come with sauce though?
I think I like the Mexican ones better. The
They're
ones
different. They're
I'll be
different.
happy with
They're different.
anything.
But one's corn based, one's chickpea based. But before I make
Yeah.
everybody hungry, we should stick back to TCG.
Well, how was your test, FOMO? How'd you do?
So.
Yeah.
So like, I passed, but I didn't really pass. But now my average is like right there for pharmacology, and for pathophysiology, I'm a little bit under the average. But as long as I get good grades on the next one, I should be fine. Actually, what I was doing before this was I was in a study group. So
We wrecked
we're
it.
like
Downhill from here
we're getting
with us.
together and seriously grinding on this stuff because it's hyper intensive.
Do you guys?
There's a break, a little mental break.
Definitely.
Do you
and-
binge watch?
Easier said than done though,
Do you
because
binge
you
watch?
can't really stop sleeping. What's up?
Do you binge watch pharmacology YouTube?
No,
Why
I
not?
binge watched the book
Binge watch
because
what?
I feel like the book is more reliable.
Yeah.
I feel like just like in the Pokemon space, there's medical field space on YouTube that some is
Yeah.
related to the textbook and some of it is not. I'm not going to say that it's false. I'm just going to say that it's not related to the textbook.
Right.
And what I need is the core source of the material.
That's true.
So I'm focusing on the PowerPoints. Even to this point, I was focusing more on the book, but it seems like I need to be focusing more on the PowerPoints because that's the
Okay.
real need of it.
And
Mark,
I got.
talking.
I'm just gonna interject real quick. First off, big shout out to Trainer Glenn. I didn't see him earlier, and we haven't acknowledged he's here. What up, Trainer Glenn?
We
Never
said
said
what's
hi.
up.
Second off, oh my bad, my
You
bad.
didn't
Trainer Glenn,
acknowledge
remember
him.
you
You
said what's up?
Yeah.
You didn't
Thank
acknowledge
you.
it.
He's
I was being
always
a horrible host.
Yeah.
Lady Luck is here, so she did hear us, Merc.
Of course you do.
just so you know.
And then
Hey, they got me.
third thing,
Shugg
AMPM.
started it.
I am gonna talk about the supernatural. Oh, it's gonna get spooky tonight. Oh yeah.
The supernatural.
I'm curious.
No, Merc, when you asked FOMO if he watched the pharmacology stuff on YouTube, the only thing I've seen like that, my mind went straight to that guy who just does a bunch of drugs, like different hallucinogens and all that.
Oh yeah,
Pharmacopoeia
Yeah.
from Vice. Yeah.
There's a lot of
Yeah.
videos like that.
I love that. That series was so good.
By the way, what's up, AMPM? Good to finally
Oh, what's
see you.
up, man? Hey,
Finally,
David.
bud.
How's it going, man?
We've been texting for a minute. How about that One Piece sneak
Oh,
peek
yeah.
that we're literally talking
Freaking
about?
One Piece expert.
Oh,
That's well, dude. Clearly, you are too. If you're like interested in all the Akiragawas,
Oh yeah.
like Mihawk. This dude brought up Mihawk, and I just remembered that card was an Igawa. It's just Igawa is
You
so
nerds.
good.
Nerds.
I didn't
So-
realize that
Naruto
So
nerds.
nerdy.
Pokemon artists did One Piece art and stuff like that.
mm-hmm.
There's some overlap.
Boondock
probably,
Games,
yeah.
what up?
I was seeing another
Oh, what's up,
one
Boondock?
recently.
You didn't miss much.
Boondock Games.
You guys want me to pull up my Go ahead, FOMO.
I saw one recently, one artist, Sao Sao. He makes a lot of One Piece, and I had no idea until now. And
I didn't
a
know that
lot of
either.
I recognize the name. Not the.
Yeah,
what-
SOW.
Do you remember? Do you
Great
know what
artist,
cards?
by the way. Yeah, one that I've been preaching about on my Instagram, and I didn't even know.
What?
Laboon. The Laboon
Oh.
card I have on your Instagram, that I have like a deep connection to because it hits hard from the anime,
Mhm.
especially because I watched that part when I was a kid. I like that card
It's
so
like the
much.
middle,
and then
the one in the middle of the fight, right? Are they? No, that's the.
Which one?
There was one
You
you
mean
were
the
telling me
card?
about. They were in the middle of a battle, on a card. It might not be the same one though. So.
I don't think so. This one is. Do you remember I told you about the whale Laboon?
Yeah. Okay. Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, and there's this
I don't know the names.
silhouette of a similar character, a relatable character from One Piece, and they haven't seen each other in centuries, basically. And to this day, we're still waiting for those two to meet. And the day they do, it's going to be hardcore, like sobbing all over the internet, because it's hardcore. It's good
You
stuff.
said like a couple weeks ago, I think, that they were looking to end One Piece pretty soon, or like sometime in the near future. Didn't you say that they were looking to close it out?
Yes.
But
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
wondering
pretty
how
sure-
much of
Huh?
this, like the stuff that hasn't been answered or they haven't come back to One Piece, are they gonna like capture? Are they gonna miss anything? I'm sure they have like a list of what they need to do, but I'm wondering if they're ever gonna miss something like that and like leave it open on purpose or just miss it by mistake.
So Oda has the author of One Piece. He's been
Mhm.
known to be very against the grain when it comes to anime. He's explored his like world so much to the extent that he left all these things open. And little by little, he started tackling them. But as he progressed, he realized he wasn't gonna be able to attack
A
all
lot.
the angles.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he decided to leave a lot of things open, but tie some relevant things. I mean, it's so crazy because he decided to make the whole thing canon.
How old
Even
is
the
One
fillers
Piece?
are canon.
Older than
Probably
Pokemon,
the
right?
same age as Naruto,
Okay.
maybe a little older. So like 1998, I think, if I'm not mistaken. I can look that up real quick.
Y'all want a sneak peek of what I'm sending you guys,
97.
or not?
Mm-mm.
I don't like
No
spoilers.
sneak peek?
Do
No
I read
sneak peek.
manga?
Eddie wants
I
a
do
fucking
like
sneak
I
peek.
I do kind of.
I don't
But
know. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I mean-
If you want to.
You don't have
Maybe
to.
Merc.
What's
Maybe
what's
Merc
the
just
sneak
won't-
peek mean?
Well, okay, so I'll just tell you. I asked y'all a question on y'all's, but it's just one of the things. I asked y'all a question last time. I said, "Who's your favorite not Pokemon waifu?" And all y'all gave the answers. So I might have got some stuff,
Oh shit.
and I might have got some stuff, but I got more than one of each of y'all's girls, but I can at least show one on stream. It'll make the stream funny, and just hold on. IFOMO's is still on the way from Japan, but I have a picture of it on my phone.
That's awesome, man.
Oh wow!
Thank you.
All right, I'm excited.
Hold on.
And I know exactly what it is. It's the most badass waifu. And actually, I was telling my
Mine?
friends in the
You
study
mean mine?
group because a few of them watch anime. I've been telling them about Kaiju number 8
Oh yeah,
because
gotta
as
watch
of
it.
recently, the manga has gotten so insane. It's like my favorite manga right now.
What is it called?
Manhwa, right?
Kaiju number 8.
Isn't it Korean?
Kaiju. And it's like based on the kaiju from Pacific Rim.
Oh yeah.
You know,
It's pretty sick.
What?
Yeah, it's really
It's
good.
sneak peek.
And it's
great.
it's funny.
Yeah, and
It's a
every
sneak
episode
peek,
gets
man.
better. It kind of follows that solo leveling episode ladder.
Sorry, my daughter was freaking
Slow
out.
and
She's like,
aggravating.
all right, you ready?
You don't have to.
IFOMO. Well, no, it's just no.
Just one?
The box is going to be multiple items. It's just one thing out of them. IFOMO, yours isn't here yet. One of them isn't here from Japan, and this is one of them. Are you ready to see this shit?
Yeah.
If this is too much, just mute. Like cover my camera.
That's not too much.
That's good.
Oh, it's badass.
That's
There's
good.
the IFOMOs.
That's nice.
All
Yep.
right, who's next? Who's next?
Phase.
Yep.
Nice, spicy. Ooh.
Nice.
That poison
Yeah.
ivy?
What did you pick?
Hold on, this shit's
It's
off, man.
It's from
it's Witchblade. He
right?
said
Wing
Witchblade.
Girl.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I put it.
Isn't that what you said?
I
Yeah,
did. That's
you did.
correct.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
sick.
very
Alright.
happy.
All right, so check this shit out,
Oh,
bro.
shit.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's
10 out of
dope.
10. I bet it'll PSA 10. CGC will grade that. Either way.
That's awesome.
Send it to Rudy.
Yep.
I'm excited. That's perfect.
All right,
Flashbacks.
all right, Mert.
Oh man, best one of the group.
That's pretty
Yeah, man.
Merc just nutted.
pretty
0-2
nice.
on the floor.
Y'all probably already have all binders of these shits, man.
I don't
Nah.
have 0-2.
No, I
That's gonna
don't.
be the first Witchblade card I have.
Only
No, that's just one of the
Chat,
things.
don't judge
That's just
us,
one of the things.
alright?
in the pack.
I know you're sitting back there judging.
Judge
us.
us.
Don't be. I see you back there. I see you.
Oh, y'all should see my collection of these kind of cards, man. Me and my daughter's like, Dad, I have a back, like in the back of my vintage Pokemon binder, I have like 4 pages, and I call it the Master Roshi Jiraiya pages.
Just-
Oh yeah, of course.
you guys want to
That's
see
fun.
something sad or something serious or something kind of funny?
We'll be watching sad stuff.
It's Pokemon
Sad.
related.
Fuck it, let's see
Okay.
sad.
Start with sad
Let me
so we
blow up
can
your screen first.
not end on sad.
Let me see.
Alright,
if
go
it'll-
for it.
I gotta see if it. I might have to adjust us on YouTube. Oh shit. Let me pick it first.
Can you hear my kids yelling in the background?
Nope.
You can hear mine
Alright,
right
good.
here.
I think
Nope.
it was picking it up on the StreamYard stuff, but here we seem to have no problem. But they're just running around in the background.
Oh wait, give me a second. Hey, is that a cat back there, Merc?
Yeah, my kid's crying, so I'm trying to. I got us muted.
It-
Alright, this might be too. This was a bad idea. It's not gonna work.
What?
We'll skip on to the next one. We won't go to the. Why is it being
Okay.
why is it so small?
Ooh,
It
Is
works.
small for you
I
guys?
can see.
that's dope.
And I
Nah.
had to cancel my. Man, that shit pisses me off. I canceled my PSA subscription right at the wrong time. They did Boa Hancock from One Piece, and now they're doing Giovanni, and I'm like,
That's sick.
Oh,
Are they grading these yet?
I'm not sure. You can send it to
CGC will.
CGC and grade it.
Yeah, CGC.
Yeah.
Will, yeah.
well, I think they do grade.
Do
the
they do that?
magazines,
Do
don't they?
people do that? Send their PSA magazines to CGC?
I think I
They
have
do.
seen
It's just
it.
not that recognized because CGC is the guy for that.
That's you and your chickens.
You guys see this? You don't worry about these chickens. You weren't even supposed to see that yet.
Hey, the chickens are funny.
You got chicken?
Oh, did you guys see this?
These
Right on
these
Discord?
chickens.
What did it say? I can't
A lot of
see.
chicken.
Recently.
Oh, this was posted on
Evolving
This
Sky?
was
Pokemon
the
Center.
was the bot. Yeah.
No way.
Ooh,
Or is it Pokemon
Evo
Center?
443? No.
that's crazy.
Pokemon Center right there.
Oh.
They still got stuff.
Yeah. Old Nep.
Or they're I mean, unless they're reprinting it, but
What was
FaZe
there a
is
restock?
thinking.
That seems odd.
It was something.
Are you,
Okay.
Are
How we feeling about
are we
this?
witnessing a restock
That's dope.
at this very second?
This is the new MetaZoo, right?
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those
Are y'all gonna
cool.
buy any of that?
I've never had MetaZoo.
I'll wait for it to drop.
I don't know.
If I do.
I got the old boxes, the old TCG.
I don't need to learn another TCG. It's just
All right.
I'm comfortable with what I have. It's gonna be different. Like the market's gonna be different for that. I just don't know what it's gonna be.
I wonder
So
how
the
it's gonna
sec-
perform.
The sad one didn't work.
If it hits like a
The what?
50, 60, 70, I'll get it.
Although the MetaZoo alts look very, very cool. I'm gonna say that.
It's a lot cooler than last time.
They look good.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, they have that cartoonish, nice vibe to them.
I might
really
just.
like
I
it.
hope they. I wonder what else
And
they'll do. Go
I
ahead.
think the Sun Wukong. Did you guys see that they put Sun Wukong on the card?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The monkey. I think that was smart. I didn't see Sun Wukong in any other older MetaZoo.
Yeah, that's
I
what I was
think that would
wondering.
pop off,
if they're gonna
especially with the video game that just came out.
create
It's
new
popping off.
characters. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was brilliant. So they're off on the right
Like some
track with the
Greek
characters,
gods
at
and
least.
stuff like that.
Yeah, it's good. It's a
Excuse me,
smart play because then they can just use characters that are recognized in history and stuff like that. Stuff that people are already able to
An
connect
Artemis
with.
card. Let me get one.
Oh, yeah.
La Llorona. We need a card like that, right? Yeah, I see you, base.
Oh, that's
I
gonna
think
tie
they
into
would-
my topic.
Ah, all right.
I think they could play. I think they could like market
Some
a lot
Wendigos.
better. Like, because right now they're marketing to just like people that are into TCGs, but there's a huge. I don't know if the guys know this. That there's a huge. If they do, they should look into it. The guys that own it. There's huge podcasts like that are all about cryptid sightings. Like the Confessionals is one YouTube podcast that it's all about like demons and all that stuff. And people that watch that and that are into cryptids like that, I think they would eat that card game up like crazy. And so
gonna
I
have to be
think
good
if they're
enough.
not doing that, I think they could definitely market like they could sponsor one of those, like literally the Confessionals, and it's all about that stuff.
Can you imagine if we had like groups of people like that playing this just for their beliefs? That would be so interesting.
That'd be
All right.
Like, people
pretty
playing
spicy.
tournaments with their picks and stuff.
Yeah, that'd be spicy.
They're all biased for their like,
The
know,
Hindu team come in,
you know.
ready to wreck shit.
So check
That
this
would
out.
be so interesting.
Yeah.
What a very diverse group of people that would be.
This is where I'm gonna take the podcast deep into the left field, guys. This ties into my conversation topic
Are you
so
gonna-
fucking
Are
well.
you gonna tell your story first?
Oh, I want to hear y'all's story. My story's long,
I don't know if I have one.
but I will say a good story. It's gonna be a good one. It's gonna be from my old work days at the hospital, so it's gonna be a good one. All right. So this is my question to everybody here. And remember, we all had to come up with a question that we would ask others from the pod, right? Shugg,
Yes,
you already
sir.
asked yours, correct?
Yeah.
Merc, you haven't asked yours yet, right?
Mine are the this versus that stuff later. So
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
FOMO and AMPM Pokemon, we're gonna tackle mine right now. So IFOMO, you brought up La Llorona, and that ties in a little bit into the supernatural, folklore, and all that. AMPM, you brought up cryptids. Again, sometimes, depending on the cryptid,
guys
it could
talking about
tie into the
witches.
supernatural. So, my question, because I'm a fucking horror writer and I'm published on Amazon with a horror story,
oh,
I know that.
I need to
I love the supernatural.
fix us.
I like ghost stories. Am I a believer? Oh, it's going to be a shock. Yes, I believe in ghosts.
That's gonna have to
I've had a couple of crazy little stories. you know, like everybody that believes in ghosts, they've had their little experiences. So my question to everybody here, do you believe in the supernatural? And if so, do you have a story for which you now believe in the supernatural?
Oh,
Take it off, boys.
Oof,
What do you mean by
Ooh.
supernatural?
It could be
could be
ghosts,
or
anything
alien,
that's weird. It could be
Yeah.
alien shit,
Demons?
ghosts,
Oh
Bigfoot,
man.
anything, demons, anything.
In like the traditional
Bigfoot.
sense of like ghost, then no, I don't really. I don't know.
You've never been to that forest in Japan? Wasn't there anything crazy in
No,
there?
I'm not going there.
Oh, so you avoid trouble. You're one of those people. I see.
Maybe I
Wait, you
do.
don't
Maybe I do believe in ghosts. I don't know.
Okay.
But I ain't going
Same
there.
Superstitious, at least.
I'm not
I've
gonna
got
go
multiple.
into.
For sure.
I
Shug
don't know.
said it perfectly. Shug was like, I don't believe.
don't have a
well,
ghost.
maybe I do believe.
I don't have a ghost story, but I'll say, Kurt. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kennedy, let's not talk about it. We won't get into that. That was a dark time.
His lights are gonna
Wait,
flicker
no.
right
But
now.
I will say, I
Wait.
don't think energy cannot be created nor destroyed. Correct?
Yeah. Well, suppose. Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
I'll leave it at that.
So
That's
so
I mean,
do have a story. I do believe in ghosts, but it's been a while, and ever since then, nothing has really happened. But when I lived in San Antonio, there was this corner of a house that I was renting out, and there was this lady who used to live in that house, who apparently she was a big drinker, and apparently she was a pretty nasty person. And it seems like she passed away in that room that I was renting.
Ooh.
And one day, I think it was probably a year and a half in between me staying in San Antonio, I wake up in the middle of like 4 a.m., I would say. I look at my kitchen, which is like right next to my bed because it was a little corner.
Yeah.
And I see this like lady. It was a silhouette of a lady, and for some reason, I had just woken up and everything was pitch black because I had just woken up, but somehow that thing was darker than black. And it was just a silhouette, and then you could just see the eyes shining and just staring at me. And this was at 4 a.m., totally pitch quiet, nothing going on, and I just look at it,
just
and I'm like, man,
going back to
I don't
bed.
have time for this shit
Yeah.
right now. I just turned around and like put my quilt on. I'm like, I'm just gonna go back to bed, and I like did that. And then I turned around again to see if she was there, and she was gone.
Damn.
I was like,
That's crazy.
yeah. The next day, I remember waking up, and I was like, that actually happened because I did not dream that. There's no freaking way. I remember waking up very vividly. So yeah, that was one of the few stories I have about ghosts. There was a different one where there was a ghost in this park at midnight, but we'll get to that at some point.
No.
That one's an interesting one.
Tell us that one now because Shug and Son of a Merc didn't have a story, so we have 2 empty slots. You have extra room for a story.
AMPM, you got
Okay.
one? Paul?
Oh, me?
Yeah, you
Oh,
got one.
y'all.
Anything?
Are y'all ready for this? Okay, I got multiple.
Okay, Ben.
I got. So I have so many. Y'all are gonna. If I start talking about this, people are gonna be like, "What the actual fuck?" Okay,
Wait
I'll start off
wait
with one.
Before we continue,
Okay.
this is all for entertainment purposes. This is not scientific research. Do not
Of course.
come
Of
after us in the
course.
comments,
I
people.
don't think anybody
And
would.
most importantly, this is not financial advice.
Oh,
Nice
yeah.
disclaimer.
Ask your ghost.
And
We're not scientists.
I got it.
No, we're
Before
not
I start,
scientists or
before I
financial
start,
advisors.
hold on.
I got more than
Goofy.
one story. I have 2 stories picked out that will make you shit yourself, boys.
Okay.
I'm
I
gonna fix
have
this on YouTube.
multiple stories. but they have to do. I gotta say this first because it's not my channel, it's not my podcast. Y'all are my friends, but y'all don't know a lot about my past and all that. I'm a Christian. I might not be your average whatever, but so my stories have a lot to do with that aspect, demonic stuff, and I'm not trying to push my views or try to get people to believe in God because I'm not, but they have to do with that, some of them, and I just have to say that. And if that's okay, I'll go on. But if it's not, they're probably
good. You're good. Speak.
Okay,
It's
okay.
your truth, man. You're good.
Okay. So the first, oh man, a crazy one. I mean, duh. Okay, of course I've seen demons. I've seen demons, tons of them.
Well, wait.
A lot. What?
Tell us more.
Oh, okay. So, sometimes we would do drugs. Me and my friends would do drugs, all kinds of drugs, different drugs, hallucinogens, freaking tripping mushrooms and stuff. Of course, you're gonna see demons and stuff, but I would always see them. Like I used to call, I used to call these ones like tree peepers because they were like kind of like shadow people, and I mean, I must have been like 15 years old one time. This is one time I remember specifically, and we were rolling. Do y'all know what rolling is? We were rolling on ecstasy pills, and we were opening my window, and my back window was facing woods. It was just like dark woods, just a whole forest, and we would sneak out the window to smoke cigarettes because we were 15, and that night, I mean, we were rolling, and those aren't hallucin. The weird thing is, you're not supposed to hallucinate when you do Molly and ecstasy, but whatever. I was looking into the woods, and I just saw like multiple, maybe like 10 to 12, just different, like,
Little sable eyes.
imagine the trees here. No,
Yeah.
like
Little elves.
whole, like, I don't know, dark, shadowy things,
So
and I
more
kept
shadow
like,
figures?
yeah, like shadow figures, and I kept telling my friends like, y'all don't see that, y'all don't see that. And no, they didn't see it. They didn't see it. Whatever. So that happened. And then that same night, I went to the kitchen to get orange juice. If y'all don't know anything about rolling, but when you drink more vitamin C, it makes you roll harder. So went to go get orange juice, and when I was walking back to my room, I literally felt like somebody grabbed my spine, but like a spirit spine, and was pulling my spirit out of my body while I was walking away from the dark kitchen, and it freaked me out, and I just went to my room and just thought nothing of it. Then the next, oh my gosh,
I
the
remember
next
something.
day was
Go ahead.
okay.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I got more. I mean, the next day, uh, my family's Christians. We went to church. The next day, we were still rolling balls. We went to freaking youth group, church, whatever, and I started throwing up like as soon as I got to church, I went in church, started throwing up like nonstop. Yeah, not in the youth group, but I had to run to the bathroom. Then we were like, all right, let's ditch church. Let's go to Walmart. I threw up like 15 times that day, but no, that was just one of them. And then that's one, and then I have tons more, tons.
Wait. IFOMO goes back to story number 2, then we go back to you. I got tons too, bro. I got tons too. And again,
I will
just
say,
for shits and giggles.
I have
Just for shits and
experienced the where you can't get up, like something like the phantom shit. I have experienced that once. Yeah.
Tell us about that, son of a merc.
It's scary as shit, dude. Have you guys ever? Yeah.
Yep, I've had it.
It only lasts for a second, but it's there. It's like real. Like I don't know what it is, but it's freaky as shit.
I have never had that, but I've heard of people who have had that. Not fun. Apparently you can't move and you freak out. You get a panic attack.
Yep. Bad.
Yep.
Only once though.
So what happened to me the second time? The second time I was going with a friend, I think to the liquor store before they closed back in DC. And in order to get to the liquor store, you have to cut through this park. In order to get there quicker, there's a shortcut. And we decided to go, I think it was around 9 o'clock. the park was already closed. It was pitch black, no lights in the park. And we go, we get our booze, then we're on our way back. And as we're cutting through the park, we start seeing these like white things hanging from the tree.
Ooh.
And then
Where
as
are
we
you?
get closer, they disappear. We're just in the middle of the park, walking through
Well,
this
like
path.
when you were younger, or like
I
Texas?
mean, it was booze, so like I had to be 21,
Texas or
because
Honduras?
otherwise I couldn't get booze.
No,
This
Texas.
was in DC.
Oh,
DC.
But
DC.
it's
Oh,
been like,
yeah.
yeah, 21, 22, something like that. And all of a sudden, we don't see these white things hanging from the tree anymore, but we look up and they're hanging right on top of us.
Oh.
And we just sprint. We get the hell out of there. We get to the final end of the trail, and we're just like looking at each other. We can't
That's
even
crazy when
say
you
anything
experience
without
something as a
freaking out.
group, like, because it's undeniable at that point.
Mhm.
Like, yeah. Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, we didn't talk about that again. It's been a while. Also, we used to blame a lot of stuff on booze because it was easier that way.
Yeah.
You
Damn.
know,
Yeah. I mean, it might have been,
Damn.
but
you might how do you say it? Um, put that away in a box and lock it up, but it doesn't change the fact that it wasn't the booze. I know
yeah.
exactly what it was.
All right, Shug. You don't have like a Bigfoot story or an alien story. No, it doesn't have to necessarily be a ghost or a
What's a
demon.
Japanese cryptid? Besides, like a
Yeah, I mean, there's like a local one that I
ki-
could think of, like a
kitsune.
they
Okay.
have like this lady called Hyakiro Baba. It's just like it's
Oh
more of a
yes, yes.
joke, but it's like 100-kilometer grandma is what it
She sits on
translates
the.
to.
She
But
sits in the pot, right? They,
no, this is like
Tell
if
us about
you're,
it.
it's like a, I don't even know. It's just kind of well known here. But it's like if you're driving past midnight it's more of a joke. If you're driving past midnight over 100 kilometers and you look in your rearview mirror, there'll be this old lady running after you to tell you to slow down. But it's just like a joke, but folklore kind of
Yeah.
It's
thing.
hilarious.
Baba
Have you
Yeah.
Yaga.
tried it?
Baba Yaga is who I
You
was thinking of.
imagine?
Oh yeah, I've tried it. It's,
Did it work?
See,
but
that's
they
what. Yeah.
no, they didn't work. But they do have something like Day of the Dead here. It's called Obon, and it's similar to Day of the Dead, but it's 3 days. And then like nobody swims in the ocean at during that time because it's the time that like your ancestor spirits come back, and then the like I think it's like this ancestors that don't have family shrines anymore because their families kind of like died off or whatever. They'll be in the ocean, and they if you're swimming during that time, you'll get pulled down by the spirits.
Oh
They say
shit.
so. Like Japanese people really are
Yeah.
kind of like out of suspicion. Don't go in the water. You'll
Yeah.
see like maybe foreigners in the water at that time, but like during Obon those 3 days, like nobody's there in the water. Japanese people at least.
That's crazy.
Okay.
But yeah,
That's a
Interesting.
Hey, Shug,
yeah.
so
Shug, have you ever visited the there's a big rock there that supposedly houses the nine-tailed fox demon, and supposedly it had ropes around it that have been there for hundreds, if not thousands of years. And apparently, within maybe the last 10 years, I'm not sure what year, but recently the rock like split or the ropes
oh really?
broke. Have you ever seen or heard about that?
No, I haven't.
Dang.
That sounds
Like
cool
it
though.
on like in mainland Japan.
Somewhere,
Probably
I don't
mainland.
know.
It's probably in mainland.
I like how you said that.
Is there any
I don't
like
know.
old structures or any old shrines where you are, Okinawa, at all?
Yeah,
Yeah.
there is. There's a lot of old buildings and stuff.
I
They
know.
have this
I know. I
this
heard
isn't
you
old,
on
but they
Java's
have this
podcast.
children's hospital that was it's still here. It's been there for like 20 years and it's like unfinished though. They stopped building it because of some like supernatural occurrences that were happening. And so there's just like this unfinished children's hospital on the hill that you can see when you're driving by. And people will go in there and they say they've seen things and it's spooky and but yeah, I've never been in there. But there's a lot of old like castles here. There's a lot of old like temples. There's old caves that have like there's actually an island called I think it's called God Island here. And you can you can go there, but there's a section of the island that nobody's allowed to go on. Like people can't go there. And you can't take anything off the island. It's very tiny, but you can see it from the coast. Like I live on the coast, and you can see it from the top of the hill I live at.
Is there anything on it like a?
There's a couple people that live there. There's just a section of and there's shrines there and stuff. But there's like there's an area of the island where God supposedly lives, and you can't go there. Nobody can go there.
That's
Let's go there.
That's crazy how much the culture listens to one another just from like tales like that.
Yeah, nobody goes there, and then you can't take
don't go in the
live on the
ocean,
island, but
don't
there's
go
a
to that
certain
spot.
area you can live on, and then you're not supposed to take anything off the island. They're like rocks or shells or tree. You can't take anything off of the island.
That's where Shinron lives.
Shinron, the dragon.
Yeah, the god. There's probably some big dragon lives there. You can't
But
go
I
there
haven't
'cause
had
you'll
any
see
like
one.
personal experiences. Yeah.
So AMPM has a second story, and then I go. I'll say one story,
he
then
told
you
us
guys
the
can
second one.
another story. Oh,
Did
you
he?
did?
Yeah.
No,
There's the lady in the kitchen and the walk through the park.
That was FOMO.
I thought that was one.
Oh, AMPM. I thought you said FOMO.
Yeah,
Right.
FOMO said the second one. AMPM is gonna have his second one, and then I'll have my first long story.
Okay, I mean, I have three little tiny ones that aren't really stories. They're just weird, unexplainable things that I can't explain, and all three of them have a witness, but they were all three with my dad for some reason. Okay, number one, I was on drugs. I ended up in the emergency room because whatever. And in my head, my dad, it was like 3 a.m, whatever in the morning. I was in the bed, and there's like this table and tray next to you, but it's not part of the bed. It's the rolling one that's next to you.
Yeah.
So I'm in the bed, like right here. That tray is, next to me, but pretty far away. And then about 3 to 4 feet away on the wall is my dad, and he's sleeping in the chair because it's like 3 or 4 in the morning. So I was like, I wouldn't say overdosing, but pretty bad, not doing so good. And in my mind, I was praying, not really praying, but like kind of cursing God. Like, man, why does this shit keep happening to me, man? Are you even? And I thought in my head, I was like, are you even real? That table next to me, I mean, started rattling like an earthquake. My dad woke up, jumped up, and then it stopped. And I looked at my dad. I said, quit playing around. And he looked at me. He's like, what do you mean? I'm like, quit kick. What are you kicking that for? And he like slouched down in his chair and kicked his foot out, and he couldn't reach it. And I said, Dad, I just like cussed God out in my head. And then a nurse came in, and we were like, did you feel that? And she was like, feel what? And me and my dad just looked at each other like, oh, what the hell? He goes, well, don't do that again. And I was like, okay, all right, I'm never that. And then there's one other story. I got home from my life's been crazy. I got home from a mental hospital, all right? Don't ever go to a mental hospital. That shit is crazy. I got home from a mental hospital, and it was a completely calm day. My dad picked me up. I was in there for like 2 weeks. My dad picked me up, took me home, and oh my gosh, I swear,
Don't go
give me freaking chills.
That's a good line.
I got out of the car. It was not a windy day. I got out of the car. I had all my stuff. My dad was already walking to the house. I got out of the car, and you know how if it's a windy day, your door slams shut?
Yeah.
My door didn't slam shut. It was like normally closed shut. Like if you would just close the car door. And my hands were full. And my dad turned around, and I looked at him. I was like, what the fuck? And he's like, boy, you better have brought shit home from there.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I was flirting with a girl in there. I got in trouble, too. I got so much trouble with that place.
With the crazy girl.
Okay, that's... Yeah, oh, yeah, man. And then here's the third weird one that happened with my dad. We were driving to the gas station, at night to get beer and cigarettes. Not my dad, me. He was driving me because I was already drunk and I needed more beer and cigarettes. And so we're driving down the road and all of a sudden it was like a big blue light. We both thought he slammed on the brakes. We both thought a nuclear bomb just fucking hit and we're dead. Like that's what it looked like. It looked like the blue light, like Merck's blue light, my blue light, like that, but an atomic bomb flash. Like it's like something beamed. It's like either something landed and went out or something took off and the light went like that, like a transformer blew up or something. But none of the lights, we just, like, he slammed on the brakes, we both looked at each other, and he started driving slowly again. None of the lights were out. We went into the gas station that it was right by to get, and we were like, we walked in there like we just saw a demon or something. We were like, did y'all just see that? No one knew what we were talking about, and we just, man, I don't really know.
What if it's with your dad?
That's the third one. Yeah, I know. So that's the third one with my dad, and then I mean I have more, but
My turn.
Yeah, your turn.
All right. So Merck, this is my weekly getting canceled on Merck's channel.
From Ghost Stories. We should
Yeah,
have called it Ghost Stories podcast or something.
No one's
we have more topics later, guys. I promise.
They're gonna think I'm fucking crazy, but all right, let's get right into it, right? All right.
You're boring yourself.
This first story, this one's gonna be related to one of the jobs I had. I can't get into the specifics of where the job location was. All I can say is it was at a hospital. I did security work for that hospital at the time, and this particular location was for a clinic on site for the hospital that had 4 different buildings. That's as close as I can get to the contract itself. But that's all you need to know for the story. So I went into work. I got my post orders for the night. They decided I was going to go to this place. We're just going to call it the O spot. We'll call it the O spot. So they're like, you're going to patrol the O spot for tonight. It was a graveyard shift. It was from 12 a.m. to 8 in the morning. So I was like kind of new for that location, and I was still kind of getting trained in certain aspects. They said, go ahead and meet up with this other unit over there. He's going to tell you the procedures and the routines you have to know for the buildings over there. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I went, I grabbed all my equipment and everything. I'm in uniform. I go out to the field. I met up with the individual that was working in the O spot, and we met in the middle of the 4 buildings. There's like an information desk. So I met him in the information desk. He told me, from this time to this time, you patrol over here. This time to this time, patrol over here. Unlock this at this time. Meet with this person at this time. He's basically telling me what I need to know. I'm taking my notes down. I write everything down. That's it. He's done. He's like, go, you do your thing, I do my thing. So we're basically assigned to where I have 2 of the 4 buildings. He has 2 of the 4 buildings in the O spot. So there's 4 floors and there's 2 buildings each. So in total, we have 8 sections that we're patrolling, locking down, unlocking, all that shit, And it is midnight, and this part of the hospital, even though the hospital's 24/7, this part of the hospital is not. This part of the hospital is a clinic portion. It's only open during the day. Mm-hmm. So there shouldn't be anyone there except 2 or 3 different employees. I believe there was a couple of janitors, and there was somebody that was like an engineer, because they always had to have an engineer on duty at all times in case anything happens. So the engineer has keys to everywhere. They don't need us. They have access to the whole building. They come and go as they please. The janitors, however, needed our access. They didn't have keys. So after we unlocked a certain section, they went in there and we kind of locked it up behind them. They stayed in there to work that section. If they had to leave, they could still leave because it just prevents people from going in, but it doesn't prevent them from exiting. So if they needed to go back in after that, they would have to call us. We would go, right? So that that's why we had to be there pretty much 24/7. I didn't know a few things that were issues with that building, and I found out the hard way that night. So I'm assigned to my two sections. Yeah, it is, and I'm gonna get into that. I'm assigned to my two sections. The other guy's assigned to his two sections. It's literally just us. It's probably 1 a.m. I'm patrolling up on the upper floors on one of my sections. From the two sections that I'm assigned to, there's a connecting section in the middle. So I could go from one section all the way to the far section. And it's basically like the fourth floor is one level with two sides. But there's a middle part. And the middle part has an elevator lobby, has some bathrooms. Part of my job was to make sure there wasn't any homeless people that went to try to spend the night in the bathrooms, or there wasn't anyone that showed up thinking there's emergency services. They collapsed somewhere and they're dying from a heart attack or something without any staff tending to them. Yeah. So we had to always check the bathrooms. So I'm patrolling one part of the section of the building. I'm walking towards the other one. I'm hitting the middle section, and I'm all by myself. It's late at night. And as I'm getting towards the middle section, getting close to where the bathroom was, the bathroom doors are towards the exterior of the building, but it's still that middle section. I'm getting close to that bathroom, and there's a male bathroom and a female bathroom, right? And I'm hearing crying. And I'm like, that's kind of odd. So I'm slowing down. I turned down my radio a little bit to make sure I'm not getting feedback or anything. I'm listening, and it sounds like a female sobbing. Like something's wrong, like some girl's just crying. And I'm like, okay. So I'm looking at the bathrooms. I'm right outside the bathrooms, and I could hear it. And I go, hello, is everything okay? And I don't hear anything. I remembered there's a little gap in the bottom of the door. If they're inside, they're going to have the lights on. You could see if the light's on. That's how I can tell if the bathroom's occupied or not. I look down. The female bathroom and the male bathroom are both dark. And I'm like, oh, okay. So I'm alone. I know there's another officer, but it's a male officer. I'm hearing a female cry. I know there's a couple of people that are janitors, but they're inside their portions of the building. I'm thinking at this moment, maybe someone's hurt. Maybe there's a homeless person. Maybe someone got beat up. Like it could be a domestic violence thing. Because all my training's kicking in on everything I got to watch out for. So I ask one more time, is everything okay? And I don't hear any more crying. Now I'm a little worried. I'm by myself, but I'm not really thinking too bright. So what do I do? First, I see the boys' bathroom, and I just grab the handle and I open it. It's dark. I go in and I wave my hand. Lights turn on. There's nobody in there. But I'm a boy, so it's fine. Did you kick it open? You know? Huh?
Did you kick it open? No.
No. It's a door that opened out, so I had to grab it and open it out towards me. So I couldn't kick it open or anything cool like that. Again, I didn't want to scare anyone either. I'm thinking
do weird
somebody
shit when you're
hurt.
freaked out. Yeah. Yelling at nothing.
I'm not freaked out yet. I'm concerned.
Okay.
But I'm not freaked out yet. I'm gonna get to that point. But again, I open it. I don't see nothing. Now I'm like, oh shit, it's somebody in the girls' restroom. So I go for my radio, and I'm gonna call my partner over. I have my hand on the radio, but then instead I just put my hand on the door and I jiggled it. And when I jiggled it, it was locked. So now I know, shit, there's somebody in there. The fucking door's locked. There's a woman crying. It's dark. I don't know what the fuck's going on. I'm worried. I get my radio and I call my partner. I'm like, I'm not going to go into unit numbers or anything, but I give out my unit number, my call sign. I do it to the other officers' call sign because we all have our different unit numbers assigned to different areas. So it doesn't cross traffic with a different location and I don't get help. So I don't call it in as an emergency or anything, but I say, can you 87 with me? Can you meet up with me in my portion of the building? He says, okay, he's 26, which means he's on the way. But he's way the fuck yonder on a different fucking section of the campus. So I know it's going to be 5-6 minutes. And I'm standing there and I'm like, okay, and I'm waiting. I tried the door again. This time it opens. The handle goes all the way down. And it felt like somebody from inside pushed the fucking door open. So I backed the fuck up.
I got
No.
chills.
I'm
Yeah,
fucking.
chills.
This is where I'm scared because I'm looking at the fucking bathroom. It's dark. I pulled out my flashlight. I flash it. I don't see shit. I
William,
fucking
what up?
go in there. I wave my hand. Nothing.
What are you waving your hand for? What are you doing?
Because the light, the
Okay,
automatic
okay.
light.
I got
You wave your hand.
Just freaking
lights
out, yeah.
turn on.
Motherfuckers.
It's a hospital. It's 24/7. Everything's on automatic
Just,
lights.
just freaking out. I'm
I
trying
hope
to
that makes
picture
sense.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's
my
up,
bad.
Will?
My bad. Sorry.
William. Bill, for
right?
short.
Oh, William?
So I'm looking around. There's fucking nothing, bro. I back up. I have goosebumps over my fucking body, bro. And I
Hell
called
yeah.
that officer. I just grabbed my radio, really chill. Hey, I'll meet you at the information desk. I take the fucking elevator down, bro. He meets me at the elevator desk, and one of the janitor ladies, turns out she was down there because she went to go dump a bunch of trash. So she was kind of like near that dude. So they just kind of met me there. And they see I'm freaked out. And I went, yo, some crazy shit happened. And I told them what side of the building, what floor, right?
Yeah.
Right away, they said, did you see her? I'm like,
That's
what
crazy.
the fuck
I
do
would-
you mean?
No, I just fucking felt her pushing
No.
on me.
I said, what the fuck do you mean? And they're looking at me and they're like, that's where that lady jumped off and fucking died, bro. And I'm like, the fuck do you mean? I'm like, I'm new. I don't fucking know, right?
Well, that's
They
not a
go,
good place to die, is it?
this portion, that clinic was there before the hospital. That clinic wasn't a portion of the same original plot of land originally. So that clinic is old, bro.
That's
And
pretty-
there was some
that's pretty-
female
that's-
a while back that messed around with a doctor and she got caught up. And she went and there was a big commotion and she jumped off from the 3rd floor and landed on her neck, fucking broke it below. Ever since then, people see a silhouette of a lady perched up on the 3rd floor about to jump. That's what everybody sees. But I didn't fucking see that. I heard someone crying in the fucking bathroom. So I'm telling them the story and they're like, yep, that's where she ran to. And she was crying in there before she went and did what she did.
That's crazy, man. And then
Eddie,
the other
man.
people know about it.
Did you know about that before you took that job?
Nope.
Did
And
they tell
that's
you
why
about
they had
that?
high turnover. That's why they had high turnover, and that's why motherfuckers wouldn't work graveyard in that building. And I stayed for months.
All right,
You
guys.
stayed for months after that? Oh hell
Yeah.
no, man! You got big balls or something. I would have been the fuck out of there that day. I would have been like,
That
I
wasn't
quit.
the only thing. That wasn't the only thing I fucking experienced there. And I saw shit with other people, bro. But you know what?
Hell
Hey,
no,
I'm gonna be
man.
straight up. I stayed because when I was 18, I moved out of my house. It was a very abusive household. It was
Had
either
to.
that or I'd be on the fucking street. I
Yeah, I was-
had to fucking stay. I didn't give a shit, bro.
As soon
It
as I
was that and
graduated.
go to the fucking street. I had to.
Yeah.
You know,
So-
I've heard of similar circumstances happening at cemeteries in Honduras. And people stay there too. And a lot of people leave, but some people stay. And those guys have the best stories.
Yeah. Give me a second, y'all. I need to chill for a second because,
Well, I got
yeah, that's.
Hey, can we talk about Pokemon, man? I'm getting freaked out.
Well, I got
stuck
some
petting
this
my
versus
dog and
that.
shit, man.
I got some
Wait,
You
there's
stuff.
turn the lights on for a bit.
All right, guys, here we
Fucking
go.
hell, bro.
That was just one story.
This
for
will
me.
decide. I've got a series of these. This isn't this versus that. This is just pick your poison. Okay, so we got a
I
ranger.
know one of these characters.
Well, I don't know any of them. We got an
Oh, okay.
archer, a paladin,
Yeah.
a mage, a dual wielder, an assassin, a beast master, aka like a summoner, a necromancer, and a priest.
Ooh,
Which one is
Choose your character.
necromancer.
Higher on the left, bottom left.
Oh yeah, I just went Assassin's Creed for assassin. But
I was
in general,
debating whether to go like full blown Templar, like the opposite end one.
yeah, the
of
paladin.
Assassin's Creed, or if I should just go with like Ezio Auditore.
Can we dual spec?
You got the
Although
dual wielder right here.
thing is back.
No, I mean like pig too. I'm just. I can't pick
Oh,
one, man.
like a subclass.
I'd say I'd have to pick archer.
Archer.
William says mage.
Mage.
Sure.
William.
Mage. I was gonna say mage or assassin.
Oh
Necromancer.
Oh, love you. Love you.
I like the dual wielding, but
I'm
man,
going.
the Assassin's Creed stock is down the toilet right now. I really shouldn't pick.
I'm going
Legacy.
Beastmaster for sure. I'm summoning shit with
Wait,
me,
is the
like
the
pets
Beastmaster
and animals.
a druid?
Yeah, basically.
Okay, then. Oh man, can I be an archer?
An
that
archer
turns
druid.
into a wolf?
A wolf archer.
I mean, I guess if you're
Yeah.
a druid with a bow, right?
Man, this shit's. I used to play World of Warcraft, so this shit's real.
Which
hard
leads
for
me to my next. Oh no, I left, guys. I'm sorry. Let me join back in. What happened, guys? My bad. Always do that.
What's up, William Hill?
All right. Wait, wrong one. Wait. Okay.
Hey, I got a quick question though. Was I right? Did y'all shit yourself?
Yeah, gave me
That's
chills.
pretty-
I got
yeah,
chills.
that's pretty. That's
That's
not
spooky.
so fun.
It wasn't. No, it fucking wasn't.
Choose your weapon.
Yeah, that's the worst.
Yeah.
You don't see it coming because you think you think it's a threat.
It reminded me of a story, or it wasn't really like a supernatural experience, but I used to work in a brig, and
Ooh.
we had worked there at night, and there was a wing of the brig that was just always closed and dark, and I would get chills just walking by it. But yeah, that sort of reminded me of just when you were talking about your story, just the night shift and being in a big building, empty,
Mhm.
quiet.
Yeah, I totally get that feeling. There was places of the hospital that I would try to avoid, and there was an unspoken type of thing. Everybody that worked certain sections, there's certain parts that you don't go to and you don't explore unless you have a buddy. Like you don't go by yourself. One of them was uh, there was the main hospital, and then there was like not an abandoned but a closed down hospital that used to be like an old hospital nearby. In the basement of it,
Oh, I
there
did
was
leave out
a
a staff.
old morgue. That morgue, you don't go and patrol that area by yourself. You grab someone else and you do a buddy patrol, and you patrol that area by yourself, because it was a common occurrence where you go and you're walking and you stop walking and you listen and you still keep hearing footsteps behind you.
Fuck no.
Choose your weapons.
I never
Actually,
fucking
you
went by
get
myself.
Don't you?
I never went by myself. We always took a buddy, and you always made sure that one's in the front and one's in the back. And you don't look back and you just keep walking and you don't stop and you just walk all the way through. You check all the doors and you just don't look around. Don't explore.
Mind your business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What am I fighting
Just
with
do
this
your
weapon?
thing.
Everything. So I left out.
I'm getting the
William pointed out I left out a staff, which I totally did. I didn't mean to, but just imagine that
Is
it's
this
there.
a different question than what we
Yeah,
already
just a different.
were, or
Yeah,
is
you don't have. This isn't for your class. This is just what weapon would you choose. A staff can be there as well, but I kind of went with
I
physical
think
weapons.
William and I have
What
William
are
and I
we
have similar
fighting?
tastes. I say the samurai sword.
You're fighting everything.
Katana.
Zombies.
Just if you had to go to battle, are you picking unlimited shurikens? Are you picking a mace with 3 balls on it? You picking a random baseball bat with nails?
Unlimited?
The extra ball.
I want the bastard
Damn.
sword.
The bastard sword,
Yeah,
the two-handed sword.
Yeah.
I mean, the scythe is cool.
the sight.
But
This.
I'm
Yeah, I
not-
thought that
don't
was.
think I'd be very good at it.
So I'd go spear.
And see the baseball bat with the nails. I'm thinking zombies. I don't think I need it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I like the
katana,
hammer.
I don't
too.
know
The
why I
hammer
put
would
that
be
instead
dope.
of a staff, but it doesn't have to be magic, I guess.
And then the trident.
So,
the
what
Battle
did you
hammer?
pick?
Don't sleep on the trident now.
Yeah, the trident. You can throw that sheesh. Do an
Shugg, what
Aquaman.
did you pick? What weapon did you pick?
I said the sword, the samurai sword.
Oh yeah.
Okay, the katana. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like
Oh,
I
wait,
hit myself
you're
in
dual
the back of the
wielder.
head.
You can wield 2 of them.
Oh, speaking of katana, there's my kid's karate instructor. He's a Japanese dude, but I sometimes go to his house and we'll
You'd think so.
barbecue and drink. And he he has an old like real samurai sword. It's like I don't think it's like 700 years old or something. But he let me hold it. He pulled it out one time and he let me hold it. And it's
Oh,
like
shit.
super sharp.
Clip it.
You could like smell the iron and like or the metal and everything. But it's pretty dope. He's like the
Very
old
heavy
like
epee.
it comes with like an old like paper parchment like from like hundreds of years ago that like says like the lineage or the family or whatever. Or, like
That's sick.
it's super cool. But yeah,
That's awesome.
I wish I had something that old passed down. Like I wish
yeah.
my family would have thought about that shit. I've started like a family tree journal as far as back as I can, as
Oh, that's
my
cool.
grandparents remembered, because nobody kept one, so I figured I'd start one.
Yeah, that's cool.
Okay.
Yeah, got 4 kids, so it's gonna get spread out at least. 3 balls. Oh, what you trying to say?
3 balls.
All right.
Stick with the 3.
Stop streaming. Is
3
that what?
balls,
Is
duh.
this what I clicked? Yes.
If you get a
I thought
spare
about
ball-
that, but I think I'd hit myself in the head with it.
Alright.
Yeah. Hit something in the back of the head.
Yeah.
Oh,
Here
Yeah.
it is,
have it.
here's an age-old classic.
I have a samurai sword, but it's not like it's not a real. I mean, I'm sure it was crafted by a nice person, but it wasn't like a real freaking old one.
Oh,
It's just a new one.
I have a
This
nice
is easy.
combat blade.
Is it easy?
Yeah, Marvel, dude.
Oh no.
Marvel.
What?
I'm a
Marvel.
Marvel guy. I'm Spider-Man. Spider-Man all
Dude,
the way for me.
Marvel. Yeah, Marvel's way better.
Oh,
How?
dude, did
How?
you see the metal Spider-Man cards I opened? AMPM?
Oh yeah.
As of
Alright.
recent, I think DC has been better.
With the
Well,
characters,
Marvel.
with the darkness, with the
Marvel too, but I think Marvel is just pushing so much where DC everything they put out is good. Marvel just throwing a lot of things that don't stick.
I wouldn't say the movies are that great, but as far as like,
I love the
okay, we're keep the movies out of this shit. Just characters and comics,
game, but
because Marvel's goofy and
TV
DC's
shows are
garbage
terrible.
with movies.
I swear the TV shows are terrible. And
Who's your favorite?
DC
Who's
characters?
your favorite DC character?
Mine is Green Arrow.
Green
Good
Arrow.
question.
Ooh.
Wonder
Who's
why?
that?
The real Ra's al Ghul is who that is. Just saying.
Okay, am I basing my opinion based on the
Not
character
Batman.
or the actor?
What?
Am I basing my opinion on a character?
The
or
character,
the
not the actor.
character? And Joker, bro. Joker's the best villain
That's
ever.
a good one.
Ah,
I was gonna say, isn't Spawn DC?
He is McFarlane,
Yeah.
Image Comics,
McFarlane.
personal favorite.
Count? No.
Mm-mm.
Or McFarlane. You
McFarlane.
said it's McFarlane.
Yeah.
Oh. I don't know who I'd pick.
I respect
know
it
who I'll
though.
pick. Can I say who I'll pick?
Yeah,
Pick.
go ahead.
As long as it's not
I have a
Thanos.
tie. It's either the Punisher or Wolverine. I like
Ooh, the Punisher.
Regeneration.
I like how bad.
That's Marvel
Yeah.
though, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that
They're
is
both
Marvel.
Marvel.
Well, he
Mine
likes
is
Marvel.
I thought
I
you were
love
asking.
Well,
Marvel
what's DC character you like?
Oh, so for DC, it's gonna be Batman. I love DC as well. I love them both. I'm a fucking geek through and through. I like them both, but I like Marvel more. But I like the darkness that you can get out of DC Detective Comics. That's what it stands for.
I thought Ultron was sick. Just the concept of Ultron, how he
And then
hacks Jarvis and then he just takes over and he just has an army.
He is a
Like,
beast, yeah.
man, that dude's
well,
dope.
that's this current iteration of it, right? Because Ultron has a lot of different like origins too, depending on
Who-
like the comic book lineage you look back at.
My
There's-
favorite.
That's the beauty of Marvel. There's so much canon.
I can't remember.
It's
what is his
the
name.
comic books, it's the cartoons, it's the movies, it's the video games, it's the TCG. Everything else kind of takes off its own little like strand, but it's all part of the same multiverse aspect. That's what I like about Marvel. You
That
could
was
have
one thing.
you could have 8 different Spider-Man and they're all the same Spider-Man and they're all the current Spider-Man because it's different Spider-Man from the multiverse. Totally fine.
You guys know who Noel
Cheat
is
code.
from Marvel?
That threw me
Noel,
actually.
the man.
Multiverse thing.
He's the king of the
NULL,
symbiotes.
right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
KNUL. Yeah. He's a beast.
And then second favorite after Batman is gonna be Flash. I really like Flashpoint Paradox.
Only got 5 of these, so we'll try to.
I like Flash because I found a little glitch in the game. What was it called? Infamous? Something like that? The phone game? Well, I found a glitch where if I used
Injustice?
Flash and I kept using the same move in sequence, the enemy would never attack me or never hit me, land a hit. So I managed to whoop butt with Flash every time I played
Flash
with
is
him.
a
So that was
beast.
fun.
You're talking on Injustice?
Yes.
Yeah.
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 I like my favorite has to be Harley Quinn, only because she reminds me of all my ex-girlfriends.
All of them.
They're all crazy, man.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. I like Superman and Batman. I'm just average. I can't even think like past Superman and Batman. I really like. I mean, Wonder Woman. I just like all the the
Justice
basic
League.
ones. I can't think of any other DC ones. I'm trying to think of another. In Marvel, I like Spider-Man definitely, and then there was this show that was a superhero, but I don't know if it's actually one. It's called like Static Shock. I
Oh,
really
yeah.
liked that.
Oh, it's dope.
SWB, Warner Brothers. That's gonna
Yeah,
be
dude,
DC.
Captain Planet.
way back in the day.
Wasn't
I think for
I like that.
DC,
Go.
I'm with FOMO with Joker or the Riddler, and then for Marvel, I'd probably say Nightcrawler.
Ooh,
Ooh.
nice.
Shugg, have you seen Gotham? Has anyone
Yeah,
seen Gotham?
Gotham.
the TV
Gotham
show?
was good.
Yeah.
I love that
Gotham
TV
was
show.
really. That was like the best thing movie-wise or TV show-wise that came out from DC. I feel like.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
That and
TV
Dark
show
Knight
hit
was
all
good.
the
Like
nails.
but Gotham was really good.
And psychological. That's what I love
Yeah.
about it.
They did well with the characters.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
last season, I think they did some weird stuff.
Well,
I don't remember really.
now. It's been so long.
Gotham
I
was
remember
It was like
good,
Birds of Prey
it
at the
was-
end. Like it was that
yeah.
kind of storyline.
It was
Yeah.
Mr. J.
Yeah. And the
Yeah,
lady
but,
leader.
I liked it. I didn't
Gotham-
even mind that we saw a glimpse at Batman, young Batman, basically.
Mhm. And the Joker.
He did. He
Mr.
was a good one.
J.
Yeah.
He was very
But
good.
this is the thing. Gotham was beautiful because it was just straight up a cops and robbers or cops and like gangster show.
Like a detective,
You get me?
typical
it had a lot of shoot 'em
detective
up.
show.
Yeah.
Like a what's next?
it was
What's on today's list?
And then
Yeah.
like
But they really drove the idea of giving the villain a story.
Yeah.
yeah.
Mhm.
Villain stories were just so well done. You really
Because they're all
Yes.
coming up, right? They were all like the
sympathize with
young, like when they were just starting
Mhm.
out, like
Yep.
as villains.
They
too.
showed Catwoman. Catwoman was one of the She was one of the
Yeah.
characters.
Penguin is really
It's
good.
been a while since I've seen it.
Copper Pot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the Riddler was amazing.
Yeah.
Freaking
Yeah.
I don't remember the
Danny
Yeah.
DeVito.
Oh
was
yeah,
the
the
best.
Riddler. Yeah.
Oh, on that, I think that the best Joker. This is my hot take. I know everybody loves Heath Ledger, and I love the guy too.
Oh,
But the
don't
best
say it.
Joker,
Don't
Joaquin
say it.
Phoenix.
Okay.
Joaquin Phoenix.
As long as it wasn't the
In
other
the
one.
first
movie-
one, not the
That
second one.
movie was
The
good.
first one. Joaquin Phoenix in the first
yeah, he
movie
was
that they
good.
came out with.
Yeah.
The Gold. They should have never made a second. They originally said they were not going to make a second. They should
They
have stuck
screwed up.
to it.
I
I was
haven't.
gonna say
watched
Jared
it.
Leto.
Yeah, I was about to. I was gonna time you out.
No,
Yeah.
Hey.
It's like I was watching Disney.
Yeah.
I mean,
You know?
he looked cool. It kinda.
Stiletto?
Yeah. Joaquin
Leto?
Phoenix and
Oh, Leto.
what Heath Ledger were the best, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Heath
Oh,
Ledger.
yeah.
Heath Ledger.
Yeah.
This is why I liked Joaquin, because you honestly see the craziness unfold in his mind through his perspective in real time. Without
Yeah, it was
spoiling
good.
the movie, I'm not going to
It's
say
awesome.
what, but you see what's in his head all along, and you realize that certain aspects of the movie, when you realize what was in his head, oh, that changes that scene dramatically.
Yeah, I think
Like
they're
hooking up with that girl.
two
and he
different
wasn't
types.
Really hooking up with her, bro. That trip. Oh, that movie was sick. That movie was fucking awesome.
It's like two different
Dude,
types
the
of
one with
movies:
Jared Leto,
action versus
the one with
mental.
Yeah.
the one with
Also-
Jared Leto. I always just thought of fucking Requiem for a Dream the whole time I was watching it, so I couldn't really picture him as Joker. I don't know. It's like because then
He
and
was
then I
only in
like,
it for
well,
like
after-
10 minutes, right?
I know.
Like barely.
hearing 30 Seconds to Mars in my head. I was like, I can't pay attention.
Yeah,
I'm just,
I swear to God, I saw Jared Leto in the new Tron trailer, and I'm like,
He's in it.
do we really need more
Is he
Jared
really in
Leto,
it?
bro?
I saw the.
Yeah, they
I just saw the
3
part on the
seconds
highway.
footage.
It was on the
And
bike.
that the
Did it
comic
show
book
his
is
face? I
supposed to
didn't. I must have not looked.
Yeah,
It did. And I'm
he's
like,
gonna
oh,
be in
there's
it.
Morbius.
I'm gonna watch
Yeah,
that movie
Morbius.
'cause
How'd that go?
different.
Oh my gosh.
oh, fucking Shugg's in his boxers, man.
It's Ranger panties.
Or his short, freaking the Daisy Dukes.
All right, guys. I got the next one. Well, we'll wait for Shug, because this one's kind of a.
By the
Before
way,
we
how
Mhm.
is PSA going? How's tag going? Are you guys sending to any other grading companies? How's that going?
Oh.
I'm just trying to get some market research.
I'm in limbo.
I'm gonna show
You're in
you.
limbo? I'm in limbo too.
Yeah.
I got something back from PSA. I already showed it on my channel.
I
So
listed an
nothing
Umbreon just to make up for the boxes.
Oh, nice.
The Red Ranger.
What is that?
Yeah.
Seven.
Is that just yeah.
This is the only one in the world. PSA 7, the only one in the world for the Red Ranger. There's
So-
only 3 copies of this card graded. One's an 8, one's a 9. This one's a 7.
The other ones that are out, are those yours or the robot
The
guy?
8 and the 9? I don't know. They've been out. They were the ones that were in existence. This is the
No,
third one to ever get.
Didn't you have more sent out? And you rushed that one?
I still have 2 Green
Yeah.
Rangers
Okay.
that are pending, and 1 Group Ranger card.
I wasn't sure if they were the. You had multiple
not.
Red Rangers.
I have another Red Ranger on.
What is that, Shug?
Mine.
It's the pro wrestler cards, the female wrestler cards I've opened.
Oh yeah. You got a whole booster box of those?
I got a few.
Where do you just?
Oh,
Might as well.
Yeah, man.
Might as well.
For a rainy
I
day.
just have them. Or yeah.
No.
So when you're feeling
I need to
lonely.
do that. I need to like have some loose packs of some stuff that's like $3 that's
Yeah.
just nostalgic to open.
Oh, you might have something on the way.
Yeah.
Hey, by the way, Josh, that was a good show you put on with Java that I watched.
Oh, I appreciate it. Thank you. I was telling them earlier that it felt a little. I wasn't nervous leading up to it, but as soon as we started, like we were talking before, and it was like this, like us talking. But then when I started, I was like, I felt nervous because like all the attention felt like it was on me instead of like this, where it's like 5 of us just talking,
Yeah.
like a discussion. It felt like more of an interview, I guess. So
I still get nervous
know.
doing this.
Bro.
Right before. I'm good now, but like right before, all the way till we get here, all day, I'm like, fuck. I got something. I don't know. That's how I get though. I'm closed
For me, it's
closed
gone
off.
away. But I think it's because also I had something I was doing prior to this, so I didn't really have time to think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But slowly but surely, it's going away.
Always know it's gonna be a good
Yeah,
time. It's just
Maybe it was the style of interview because it's a back and forth interview where there's not going to be pauses.
It's
and
about
stuff,
you.
So since you're
Yeah.
constantly talking, that's why
Yeah.
you're kind of like all strained out from talking so much.
yeah.
I just wanted to say Eddie. That's why I canceled the one yesterday because I know that when I go on Eddie's, Eddie's going to be like
hard.
push. It's
Yeah.
going to be like
he
Well,
asked me to
and
be
I
on.
was
I'm
like-
scared. I'm nervous for that too. Because what the fuck am I gonna
You're
talk
be on
about?
this Friday, Merc.
What are you guys gonna talk
Nice.
about?
Well, all right, Merc.
Paul?
You and I were gonna talk about
Well-
some weird, freaky shit like this ghost story stuff.
Okay. What about Paul?
It'll be
About that.
Okay.
I don't know what Eddie's gonna
What?
freaking drill me with questions. I don't
Yeah.
know. That's why I was
Yeah.
like, I
Yeah.
better postpone this because I'm sorry, y'all. I keep having to mute the mic to like blow my nose. I know that's nasty as fuck. And
You're
just
good.
talk
You're all
and
good.
stuff.
Yeah. So check it out. This is what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about how you're working, how you have your experience with the whole printing stuff. You can give us a better understanding of how delays work, how supplies work, how
Printing
there's
expert.
maintenance on those things, how there's production, capacity limits, stuff like that. Basically, I'm going to get to see your view as somebody who works in printing, how Pokemon itself can be limited, right? Because they themselves don't print it, right? They outsource. And when they're
Yeah, that would be good.
outsourcing, whoever they're printing with, they've got other printing jobs. They're not gonna stop everybody's job for Pokemon
Or maybe
job,
the
right?
process or
Or at least I
the time
assume so,
frames.
but I don't know
Yep.
I think
until
they
I
Y'all want to hear
talk
will.
to you
something?
about it.
Y'all want to hear something crazy that my dad told me today? He got home from work, and I live real close to my dad, so I go over there a lot. And I was at their house, and he came home from work, and he was telling me about. He was like, "Hey, guess what? One of my friends' print shops is like something or another. Something got sold. Something happened, and now they're strictly something with Wizards of the Coast like bought out their print facility here in Dallas, and they're only strictly now printing cards and stuff." And then
Oh,
he
wow.
said, there was one printing thing that happened a couple weeks ago. I don't know what card game. I asked him to get more info, but he said card game, not a card game. It might have been. He said it was for Heritage. He said something was being printed for Heritage, and the press operator had to set up the job and print 15 sheets for one card that's over $1 million. There's a one of one card, so it must be baseball or something when I think of Heritage. But he said the press operator had to print, like he had to set it up and get it done within 15, and then shred the rest. And that one sheet had the one card that the serialized one, whatever.
Wow, that's
I thought that was
crazy.
interesting.
Yeah.
So you see, that's
You got all this
something that I
insider
would love.
knowledge.
But
That's
can you
something I would
imagine
love
if you
on the
just
podcast.
kept one
Bro,
and let the
that's what I was telling
serialized
my-
go?
No,
But the
yeah,
other
he
one's
said there
not
were armed
serialized.
guards. He said there were armed guards watching the
watching.
press operator and having to like watch him and make sure
Oh,
he
that's
shredded all the rest.
that
That's
corporate
part of the
militia.
contract. That's crazy.
Sounds about right? We've been through this before where they have to like shred the evidence and get rid of all that stuff and
It's supposed to.
trash
Well,
it.
you guys know the one of one magic card, Lord of the Rings, the Ring 101.
Yeah.
They so back when that was happening, people were like talking about it and stuff, but it reminded me there was a Tom Brady card that was supposed to be a one of one, and they found out later some guy owned it, and then he saw the same one of one card up on auction, and
hell.
so that somebody had an extra copy of it, and so it's a two of one card, but the card is still worth like hundreds of thousands. I think I'm not sure if it's if it was $1 million, but they found out later, and so there's two of this one of one card because somebody kept it from the printing facility.
That's
Oh
trippy.
my god, are you serious?
Yeah, it's like just type in Brady, Tom Brady 2 of 1, and it'll come up.
Two of
There's
one.
a whole story article about it and stuff.
So you know what that
crazy.
is? That's called embezzlement.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, it's well yeah.
That's
Fucking large
that's
large
big time.
scale embezzlement.
I used to work at
Imagine
a
how much that thing dropped in price.
What?
That thing must have dropped in price like pretty
'Cause
substantially.
I think initially it might have, but then
There's
I don't
only
know,
two of them.
because of
Since there's
yeah,
only
it's only
two.
two, so it's like I don't
It
know.
kinda-
Because
it kinda-
of that, it's
It kind
gone
of
up
is
since
imbalanced
then.
if you own half of the market and the other half is somebody else that you're not in cahoots with each other.
It's it kind of becomes a story. Go ahead.
yeah.
Oh no, I used to work at a print shop that had that printed blank checks for like corporations, and they had like a numbering machine that would number the checks like red stamps, each one different, and a
Yeah.
box of the blank checks went missing, and the person like never showed up, so they stole like a box, and they had to like, I guess maybe, I don't know if it was local police or FBI or something that was investigating them, and
That's
I guess they
crazy.
got caught, but that's crazy. A lot of stuff like that. It's weird.
So,
Go grab the basically.
I mean, that's pretty much
got
what I
one.
had set for you, and I was gonna talk to you
Got a
about
bunch of
what you
weapons.
like to collect, different things you've collected, what sparked your whole collecting habit, stuff like that, normal stuff. But the whole work-related stuff.
Don't ask me
based on
about
the
my
whole
origins.
Hmm?
I won't ask.
Origin
Don't ask me about my origin story.
Why?
Let's
did you
just skip
fall
it
out of?
and then get straight into it, cause I don't know. Makes me nervous.
Now,
Just
I have to
let's
ask
talk
you
like
my
this.
question origin.
Let's not do interview style.
I've been there. You know that moment where they tell you, "Oh, tell us more about yourself." I'm like, I got nothing.
Nah.
What do you want to know? Because I have no freaking clue what to say right now. That type of shit. Yeah.
You do have one.
I got one.
Oh. Do you use the spare or do you put it away?
There's 4.
There's 4.
Merch rocking
Did
6
you
balls.
did your
man.
like
I just
2-year-old
like
son walk
weapons.
that into you?
No, my wife did.
Did you? Oh.
You can't
Merc.
tell. What?
That's
I
funny.
Bro,
do
y'all
know
want
you.
to see? Y'all want to see a
I
weapon?
agree.
Y'all want to see a fucked up weapon? I'm about to go get a weapon. It's show and tell. I gotta go get a weapon.
All right, here.
Wait, are we doing this? Are we
Just-
doing a show and tell? All right, I'll grab my.
Well, we don't.
EDC.
This was just random. I still have my show and tell, but I mean, I guess it's part of it. Here, take it back. I don't need the weapon here. All right, fine, fine.
That's a cool prop. You should keep it in the background.
Prop. This is this is real.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
This is my everyday carry.
Ooh.
Old
My weapon of choice is what you're holding.
Oh, the spear, dude.
You want to trade?
That's what's up.
Yeah.
I don't think I have any weapons on hand.
Japan. Old Japan.
Yeah, I don't have
I don't know if we're allowed to be.
Honestly. Everything's illegal here, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just buy some
Over here, everything's legal, but I still choose not to own.
big thick rings for every finger.
guns and shit.
Yeah. I
That's-
did have some
that's
stuff
my
that
little one.
so when I don't know, I could probably say this, but when we would deploy to different areas, there was stuff that wasn't supposed to come through customs,
Hmm.
like weapons, and we had access to a Connex box because it was medical. So those big like shipping containers, we'd put all our medical stuff, ship it out there, and that doesn't get checked by customs. So we would put anything that we got from like the locals or off like in the black market, we'd put it in there and then bring it all back in our medical
Yeah.
container. And nobody checks anything. That's how we'd get stuff back.
Oh damn.
But I got
I've
rid of it
heard
all
a
because
lot of-
it's pretty all the stuff I'd be in big trouble if I had it here.
I've heard a lot of military stories of customs being very lenient.
Yeah, they don't check anything.
They don't, and you can kind of
It better not.
order 2 of one thing and then just claim one and then keep the other one, or it goes to lost and found. And sometimes
All the
there's
gold
lost
AKs and
found,
stuff.
like filled with stuff that they have to get rid of. So they either
Mhm.
donate it or they just give it to the same people that work in that section.
Yeah.
Very.
Yeah, there's a lot of easy ways to get stuff for free or things like that.
All right, guys.
But
Well, don't get caught. Use the system.
Okay, so
Oh,
which one,
that's
and each
hard.
character, each favorite character.
Mortal Kombat Scorpion.
Man.
So
I
you're
would
picking.
say
gotta
Mortal Kombat, but I played Tekken more because I had a PlayStation. But Mortal Kombat would probably, if I had to pick one. And what's the ice dude? The not the
Sub-Zero.
guy.
Sub-Zero.
Yeah, Sub-Zero.
You guys are
That's my
s-
character.
okay.
I got.
What was wrong with that answer?
I don't know, y'all. You pick Scorpion and then you pick Sub-Zero. It's like Pikachu and Charizard. Which one?
It's
Well, there's
true.
what's the gangster dude that was in the game. The thug?
I mean, I'm not
You
criticizing
could
you.
play?
You can have whoever you want.
'Cause
I'm
I
just
used to play. No, I'm saying I used to play him too.
the gangster dude, Jax.
Yeah, there was
The
there was a move you could pull out a gun and just like
who
shoot
was that?
your opponent.
I like the
I don't know.
character. I can't think
In
of
Mortal
his name.
Kombat?
He had like. I don't know. He had the green powers, and he was bald, and he kind of looked like
Luke Cage.
Kratos, and he had the green stuff.
No,
Quan
Raiden.
Chi.
Oh,
like
Mortal
that.
Kombat.
Looks like
What's his?
Raiden.
No,
No,
the green.
no.
I know exactly who you're talking
Quan
about.
Chi.
Or Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat Green? Is it the lizard
Yeah.
guy with the acid?
No, he has like green flames looking thing, right?
He's got a crazy looking
Oh,
face.
That guy with the thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Quan Chi.
Yeah, that guy.
I haven't. To be honest, I haven't played in a long
I
time.
play with Cyrex, but he's not in the new
Alright,
ones.
that was pretty cool.
The yellow
And I
robot,
like Kung Lao.
Oh,
Kung Lao,
I also like.
Raiden
I
and Kung
forget
Lao.
his name. It
Yeah.
starts
Both
with a
hat
V,
guys, huh?
and he has like the spike that comes out of his arms.
Baraka, is that his name? Yeah.
Barack Obama.
Baraka. Yeah.
Yeah, Tekken I only played a few times with a friend, and he always kicked my butt, so I never liked that.
I played Tekken all
I-
growing up.
I always played with the fucking female characters for the jiggle animations, man.
For Tekken.
Bro,
I mean,
time-
respect.
I remember one time playing Mortal Kombat. I hadn't played in years, and I just found a combo that worked for me, and I was kicking
Reptile,
this dude's
William
ass
Hill.
in the game for like 5 years. I spent that day until 4 a.m. just waiting for this dude to beat my butt, and he never did. I just kept using the same combo, and I think I was playing with Katana.
No,
Did you guys
I like
ever?
Soul Calibur. Soul Calibur.
Soul Calibur was good.
Yeah, Soul Calibur is so
I was
cool.
just about to say that.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I don't remember.
When Darth Vader when he was in
Sorry,
Soul
man.
Calibur. Yeah.
I don't remember the
I think
characters' names or anything from Soul Calibur,
Me neither.
but it was awesome that they transformed and stuff. Like that was
There's
epic.
that one dude with the huge giant like flesh sword or
Yeah.
something like that.
And the guy
one
that turned into the
huge guy.
fucking beetle thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, Eddie. I didn't mean to steal your idea.
No, it's funny, dude. Like that's crazy that we were both thinking of that at the same fucking time, bro. Like, what are the odds?
I also have
Super
a
Smash
Pokemon
was
one.
Super fun too. Super Smash.
Super Smash Bros.
Smash Brothers.
Samus.
Did we do this last time?
Yeah, I
We
think so.
did. We
think
did.
so.
We
Oh,
did bring
yeah.
this one up last time. Yeah.
No, you didn't whoop me on Soul Calibur. You do the same move over and over again. Should use the fucking T-Rex looking guy with the axes. That don't count. Can't do the same move
How
over. You
about
can't.
we could talk
She's
about how
What?
we could talk about how many videos Mark's been putting out lately.
Oh,
Golly,
God.
man, freaking like 5 a day.
Next topic.
5
You're
a
on
day.
a
Yeah.
bro.
Next topic.
Nuts.
Why, bro?
Let me pull this up.
I've thought
By
about
the
making
way-
videos. Does that count?
I like the two-faced one. That was pretty on point. And the little thing you left at the very end where you left the comment.
Yeah.
I didn't notice that the first time, but the second time I noticed and I went through it and I'm like, what the fuck is this shit?
Pawns. Yeah.
I saw it.
Okay, I see you.
Just calling people pawns, basically.
Merc, when you make those videos, are you using OBS and playing the games on Steam, or do you have like
I am playing through.
Yeah.
The games are coming through Xbox Cloud, so I'll connect to what I have on the Xbox and just play through my computer, through the Microsoft
Int-
Xbox,
Oh, okay.
the website.
I was just wondering that.
Well, the thing with Mac is you can't, like, I can get Steam, but it's only like none of the good games are on there. So it's good for connectivity and everything else, like daily life, but for gaming, it's not. So that's your downside to Mac computers. But
I used a Mac computer today. It was hard just to scroll down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is different from Windows to Mac. Yeah, I guess you're
Yeah.
These guys,
I
they had
changed it.
trying to scroll down on somebody else's computer was impossible.
I know. I use PC usually, but every now and then I gotta mess around with a Mac, and it feels fucking foreign to me. It feels
you
weird.
guys not have iPhones?
Definitely.
I have an
No, yeah.
iPhone.
It's all the same.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not that cool.
It's the
Are you
same
kidding
stuff.
me?
Not the same.
It
I
is
always
the same.
change my trackpad on Mac
Big
that
price
to
tag
go
difference.
this way.
My bad, guys. Touchy subject. I should have put Android versus iPhone. Uh,
Yeah.
No, see, iPhone's decent. It's just that if you're not an iPhone
I like
guy,
the security of the iPhone.
Samsung's
It's a
all the
closed
way wrong.
network, its own ecosystem.
Encrypted messages.
Yeah.
I'm just used to the iPhone because I've always had an iPhone,
Yeah.
and so I
Yeah.
don't know. The change would be
And I'm
weird.
used to Samsung and like Windows and all that stuff. So
But
it's just
I will say the best phone I've had was the Android. When the HTC Touches first came out, or whatever they were called. Do you guys remember those? Like
Yeah.
they were, I don't know, the coolest.
Y'all remember the sidekicks?
I was just gonna
Oh,
say
yeah.
the sidekick.
Oh man.
Yeah. I never
Check it
had
out.
one. I had the knockoff Motorola version, or the Kia
Yeah.
Ceira version.
700, something like that, flip phone. It had two games like Brick Breaker and like one that was like Prince of Persia.
Prince of Persia, you had an upgraded version.
Pixelated ass game. I
Yeah.
spent so much time playing that damn game. I don't know why.
What were you?
I went from the Motorola Razr to the
I had
iPhone
that.
3G.
Mm-hmm.
So the iPhone 3G was the first iPhone I had, then the 3GS, then I just kept going from there. Right now I'm on the 13 Pro. So it's a little older,
Bradley.
but it's not that old.
I think I saw a
I
picture
went
of
from the Razor to the Crazer.
the crazy,
Bro.
the slim one.
I
Yeah.
had a
Dude,
Razor too.
Slim John. The Brick Breaker was like the version 2.0.
I stayed with the
Shit went
Razor.
hard.
Stayed with the
Man,
It
Razor.
was still
Razor.
the same game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, what a funny concept now to think about. Those phones were crappy.
Did you guys have BlackBerry?
Everything didn't get internet.
The
You didn't
BBM?
do anything.
Mm-mm.
You guys never had BlackBerry?
Nah.
Blackberry?
Dude, BBM in
I
high
did.
school was dangerous.
You
Yeah,
know
I
what
had
we did with
Blackberry.
Blackberries back then in
Yeah.
high school? One step towards progress. Because that was
Yeah.
the first time you could actually use a browser.
And
that
group
way.
messages too. Like that was a wild thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bradley, what up?
Man. Straight up high school.
Kia Sarah mentioned. Yeah, Kia Sarah, the champagne colored sidekick knockoff. All right, I got one more for us.
Y'all want to hear a funny story?
Go.
Y'all can hear
Yeah.
a real funny story. It's real. Well, it's not funny, but it's kind of cringe. But I don't give a fuck. I had a.
We'll wait
must
on
have
it.
been- Yeah, it was a BlackBerry, and my parents took my phone one time, and I had tons of. I mean, I had tons of pictures of my girlfriends and all that shit on there, and like text messages and pictures of like weed plants in the woods and stuff like that. And I didn't want them to see it, so before they took my phone, I took the memory card out of it, and they were like, "Give me your memory card back" or whatever. And I remember I was like, something, it was weird, something like that. My dad was like, "Okay," well, I was like, "Give me my phone back." Oh, I was trying to get the memory card out, and they had it, and they didn't know, and they're like, "Give me your phone." I had a lock on it or something, and I was like, "Okay, if you give me the phone,
Mm-hmm.
I'll unlock it, and then y'all can go through it." And my dad handed me the phone, and I snapped it in half.
Oh shit.
Oh, I was such a little piece of shit.
That's funny.
Yeah, but I didn't have a phone for like a year after that. I remember my dad was like, "Oh, okay, well, guess what? You ain't getting a motherfucking other phone."
What team we picking?
It's hard.
Oh shit, I wasn't even looking.
I tried to make
Alright,
it
I'm going off.
pretty even kill.
That one. This one. Damn it, it's like 2-2. I'm gonna pick the top one, bro.
I was leaning towards the top, but Arcanine is one of my favorite Pokemon. So
Wait,
Yeah,
are we going with who we want or who's gonna win?
Who you want?
Oh, I'll take the bottom one, but I don't like the little pink girl.
Tinkaton?
Tinkaton?
Yeah,
yeah, that's your Pokemon, your sacrifice.
That's
to
a good.
take a hit.
You don't like Tinkaton? It's one of the best Gen 9. It's one of the best Gen
Oh,
9s,
Says
guys.
who?
Says
Says
me.
who?
Me? Only me, I guess.
I do like Arcanine and freaking Aslog or whatever and freaking
Asslog.
Right?
What the fuck is
The-
Asslog?
Agron?
Aglon.
Aslog. You think of
Aslog?
Lord of the Rings?
Yeah, Aslog the Defiler or something like that.
I think bottom wins from nostalgia, but they're close.
It was
Yeah, I actually
I'm going
like
top.
all the Pokemon on top. I think all the Pokemon on top I like.
Aslog.
But I think because Arcanine is like one of my favorite, I'd take the bottom.
So I'm gonna tell
y'all-
you what's in the top. We've got the Greninja, we've got Toxtricity, and we
They're
got
all
the Gardevoir.
they're all tight matchups too. So
Yeah,
water to
But those-
water
Okay, I
rock,
didn't even notice.
steel to like. I mean,
That's what
they
I'm
got
saying.
secondary types as well, but it's all
I'll sacrifice the other two, but those
What?
are my three big ones.
Which
In
ones?
Bottom,
Torkoal is dope.
Torkoal is my main in Sword and Shield. That's my
I'll
guy.
sacrifice it.
He's a
In the
tank.
bottom, we've got Kabutops, we've got Arcanine, we've got Tinkaton. I like Zoroark as well, but I would just sacrifice Aggron.
You'd
But
sacrifice
I
Aggron?
prefer. Yep, I sacrifice Aggron. Out of the bottom, I would
Damn.
keep the other four. So in the bottom, I like more of the Pokemon, but out of the top, I prefer those three over the
Greninja.
four that I choose at the bottom because of the Greninja and the Gardevoir in it. The Toxtricity to me is evenly matched with the Zora Aura, but I'd rather take
Well, you got
Toxtricity.
this
I
right.
would rather take.
This battle right here, the Greninja and
Which one?
Kabutops. That's
Oh.
that'd be a battle to see for sure. Like on the
Greninja would
anime,
whoop ass, no?
they're
I
both
feel like
water.
Oh, okay.
Greninja would whoop
Kabutops
its
is
ass.
rock water. I don't know. They're
Yeah.
both fucking assassins.
Well, water beats rock, don't it?
Quick as
Or no?
shit. I mean, I think maybe the extra rock would give them an advantage, but still be cool to see.
Mhm.
Yeah.
One thing to consider is that Zera Aura is getting a Mega. Aggron already has a Mega. Gardevoir has a Mega. Metagross has a Mega.
Dude, Mega or Arcanine would be dope.
Katie Jade, what up?
We need
Mega
a
Arcanine?
Arcanine.
We need a mega
But
Kabutops
unfortunately-
with 4 arms.
No, they're not gonna give it
Or
another
six.
Berry.
Or 6, you think so?
What is that Pokemon on the far end? The purple one.
Tinkaton. Come on, guys.
Oh, that's a
I didn't
hammer.
know either.
Well,
Yeah,
know
I
that-
couldn't fit it all on them.
You thought the hammer was a Pokemon?
I thought the hammer was a different Pokemon, and I literally had the Pokemon I thought
Just
it
go watch
was.
one episode where Tinkaton appears in the anime, and you'll like her.
You know, have y'all seen that card? It's a promo. I don't know if it's I don't know what
This one.
it might be from Sword and Shield. It has
Petulant.
toxicity and with like little singing odysseys.
I thought Petulant was a hammer. My bad.
That's Toxtricity.
Singing
and what?
Odysseys?
Bunch of little. It has toxicity and a bunch of little singing odysseys. It's really cool.
What
I'd have to.
I'm not
I'm
sure.
gonna pull it up.
What
I'm gonna
is it?
pull it up.
A card?
Just an old promo card with toxicity and a bunch of little odysseys.
Let's see. Give me a second. You're pulling it up.
Yeah.
Okay, let me. So fun while he's doing that. Fun fact about ourselves. I'll go first just to give you an example. So I grew up.
Gosh.
Says the guy that doesn't want to talk about himself.
Well, I'll tell you
Wanna
this.
do
Yeah,
fun
let's-
facts about yourself now?
I love movies because I.
Okay.
Well, that's. I mean, it's pretty based. Oh,
What's this?
what is that?
Balloon.
But my grandparents, my dad's mom and dad, they owned a video store growing up. So that's basically where I would stay every other weekend when I'd go visit him. So, fun fact: grew up in a video store, basically.
Did they have a secret curtain room?
They had a back room. It was just the bathroom and the break
no,
room,
you
kind
know
of.
what I mean.
No.
No, oh no.
Oh, that's cool.
We're out in the boonies.
I've never seen that.
I
I
know
like
what it's from.
toxicity.
Oh, I
Pokemon
see.
Celebrations promo.
Yeah, I like it.
It was from a
Alright.
collection
There's
box.
a lot of celebrations, actually. Have you guys seen Celebrations?
Wait, did
Yeah,
you
like-
finish your story, Merc?
I put mine up. That was it. Just a fun little.
Your
Grew up in a
Back
video
from
store.
back.
parents owned a movie.
Yep. On a.
That's pretty cool.
Alright.
You've probably
Owned a
seen
video
lot of
store.
movies then.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. For some reason, I was strangely attached to What was that dog movie where he saved everybody? The big
What?
no.
Saint Bernard.
Yeah, this no. Was it a Saint Bernard?
Beethoven?
Beethoven. Yes.
Beethoven.
That was a big one for me
Beethoven.
for some reason.
The
Yeah,
first
that's
one?
good.
All of them,
There
dude.
were a lot of dog
All of
movies.
them. Yeah,
All of
they're
them.
good.
Yeah, Homeward Bound was a good dog movie.
Oh man,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Bro.
Flute. Y'all
Makes
see
me-
Flute?
Flute.
Yeah.
The one where the guy's about to divorce his wife and he turns into the family dog and he like sees his wife
No.
like yeah, it's crazy.
Maybe if
haven't
maybe
seen
if
it.
I'd seen it.
What other
fun.
Airbud?
Was it a kids movie?
Airbud man, make me cry. No, it's not a
Yeah,
kids.
Airbud's a good one.
Airbo was the best. Well, not the best, but for kids, definitely one of the best.
Yeah.
Oh, man, it's funny because my most memorable movies were not really kids movies. The
Chucky.
honestly, no. Well, I really loved horror movies when I was little, and I used to pretty much go through all of them. I went through all the big slasher films, right? You know, from
Mhm.
back in the day, and I would watch the entire collections. So I really enjoyed those. but the first movies that really stood out to me that I'm like, these are my favorite fucking movies of all time. I'm gonna give you three. Joe Dirt
Oh
was
fuck!
one of them. The
Okay,
comic.
yeah.
Thank
Joe
you.
Dirt's
Top
hilarious.
tier S movie. One of the best ever
Yes.
made.
So
God
Joe
damn.
Dirt,
Thank you, Bass.
one of my top movies. The first time I fucking saw it, I literally watched it at home. I finished watching it, damn near pissed myself laughing. I turn over and I look at my brother. I'm like, we're watching this shit again. We put it back in there. We watched it back to back 2 times, and it was like, bro, I would watch it a third time if I wasn't fucking tired after that. Like, it was freaking hilarious.
Damn,
you get
boy.
me?
Damn, boy, you out of date. Yeah.
No, I was.
They moved. They moved about 15 years ago. Damn, boy, you out of date. Go ahead. Sorry.
Joe Dirt's funny.
Early was like the guy for comedy. You know that wasn't David Spade the
David
guy
Spade.
Yeah.
Yeah, those two put together were hilarious.
It was, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Farmer Fran.
So that
He's the same
that's
guy.
one of my three.
He's in. You know, he's the same person from the same farmer from Waterboy because he goes to Louisiana to find him. It's the same character,
Mhm.
same universe. Yeah, that's funny.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh
Yeah.
shit.
The Adam Sandler
You're
universe.
gonna see him in Happy Gilmore.
Oh man, I love
He might have been in
Adam
it.
Sandler
No.
movie so much.
They're coming out with a second Happy Gilmore.
Yeah, I did see that.
That's what I saw. Yeah.
I hope
It's
they
gonna be
don't
good.
fuck it up.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's all the same
So-
characters, it'll be good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch it. We'll see.
Yeah, you got to.
Second movie that was fucking memorable, man. Dawn of the Dead, the one where they're at the fucking mall, because I love horror.
that one,
Yeah,
was
with
the
the
first
pregnant zombie lady.
big- Yes. That one was excellent. Excellent.
was a good one.
I love that fucking movie.
I like Shaun of
I
the
still
Dead
have
too.
that movie. Shaun of the Dead was good.
Yeah.
I did
We'll
love
go
that
to the
one.
Winchester. Wait for it all to blow over.
what's your guys' favorite horror movie?
Favorite horror movie?
Favorite horror movie?
And it doesn't have to be horror. It could be gore. It could be scary. It could be suspense. Whatever.
All right. Oh, this
Guys,
is hard for me.
your
This is really
favorite.
hard.
I have mine locked in because I just love
When
this
it
movie.
when it first came out, it freaked me out. It was Insidious
Oh, that was a
with
good
the
one.
guy in the corner.
Yeah, pretty good.
Yeah, I like that one a lot. I mean, it's like once rewatching it, it's not as scary, but it was at the first time
The
I've
first
seen it.
time
Yeah.
around.
At first, yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. What did you think about Insidious?
Insidious. Is the I don't know. What it,
Or
it's
no,
like
my bad.
Insidious?
No,
The one I
no,
just
I'm
said?
thinking. No, my bad. My bad. I'm thinking of
You're thinking about
Sinister.
Sinister?
Sinister. There we go. Sinister.
So,
Yeah.
wow, good movie. The first one was not very scary until the very end. It freaked me the hell out. The very ending of it. The second movie was very good.
I don't know if I've
That
seen
one
it.
had me on the edge of my seat.
Is it newer?
The first one had Ethan Hawke in it, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
bro. The one that really, really freaked me out, and it wasn't really gory or anything like that. It was just crazy suspenseful. Lights Out.
Lights Out.
I don't think I've seen that one.
I think I have,
The
but I don't
spirit-
remember.
The spirit only appears when you turn the lights off, and then you turn it on, it disappears. You turn it off, and it just gets a little bit closer every single time, and you don't know when
You
it's
know-
gonna jump scare you. That freaked me the hell out because I didn't know when the hell to jump, and then I would
Is it
jump.
Halloween tonight? What the fuck? Man? I'm trying to
Ghost
sleep
stories
Halloween.
and scary movies, dude.
Well,
Pokemon
we
on
still
break.
Yeah.
and we still need to answer.
What?
Oh, yeah.
Answer for what?
Mine is
Favorite
Evil
scary movie.
I really gotta
Mine
pee.
is Evil Dead 2009.
I was gonna say Evil
Gory as
Dead
hell.
2013.
That is good.
I think the 2013, the Fede Alvarez remake
Yeah.
for Evil Dead.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a good one.
That's
It's
good.
gory.
Oh, for me, this is the movie that scared the shit out of me so bad. I bought this movie. I watched it one time, put it away, never fucking watched it again. Never again. Martyrs, the original release, the international release, not the US based release. Martyrs. That movie fucked with me.
I haven't seen it.
Is
You
it
know
a
what movie
horror or
messed
is it
with
like a
me?
psychological thriller?
Have y'all seen
It's-
Teeth?
Teeth?
If
Teeth.
Teeth I've seen. I like that
Oh
movie.
yeah, I know
I
what
like
you're talking
that
about. I haven't seen it, but yeah.
movie. She'll bite it off.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes,
I'm
Oh,
trying to-
I know what you're talking about.
Forbidden, something like that. This girl who gets bitten in a lake and she just develops this disgusting infection and she
Mm.
turns
Oh.
into like this weird moth thing. It is
I have no
disgusting.
idea.
I like Tooth Fairy. Do you guys remember that?
Oh.
Oh yeah.
That's a
No.
kind of a
I haven't seen
classic. It
that.
was like middle school, kind of. No,
Ew.
where the
I don't know what year that came out
yeah,
in.
that was a good one. You guys gotta watch that.
Okay,
Oh,
I
The
can't
Visit
think of it,
is a
Eddie.
good one.
Anyone, help me with this movie. It has like mirrors, or it has rooms. I remember it. It was my favorite one. I just can't even think of the damn name because I only saw it once. But it
13
it had like
Ghosts.
different rooms with different monsters. It was
13
maybe called,
Ghosts?
Like 13 Ghosts. Yeah,
That's
13
fuck.
Ghosts.
Ghosts.
Yes, that's a
Oh,
goated. Yeah,
That's good.
should gotta
you
watch
said
it.
different rooms. Like Cabin in the Woods.
Ooh, that one's good too.
Cabin in the
I
Woods.
love it when Chris Hemsworth jumps off that cliff, slams into an invisible wall, and just dies. It was perfect.
House of a
Ooh.
Thousand Corpses.
Bradley, good choice.
Just- I
I'll
was
tell you what,
laughing.
one horror movie that I hate this horror movie, and I fucking hate it to death, was Hills Have Eyes. I fucking hate that movie.
That's a
It's so
I don't
creepy.
like the R word stuff.
or
Okay.
I can't.
the
Makes
lakeside
sense.
scene with the.
Mm.
I don't like. Yeah, same here. That's why I like Rob Zombie movies, but then again, I don't. You know.
No, it's
Yep.
not like
Well, the
Have you guys seen this is more of like a psychological thriller, I think, but The Platform.
Yes.
Darkness Falls.
There's one and
That's-
two. One
I
and
like
two.
that one. I've never seen the second one, but the first one
Me
I
neither.
like that a lot.
never
I
seen it.
liked the first one, but I couldn't get
What
the
was it?
courage to watch the second one because I knew what I was getting myself into. So
Is it on Netflix? The second one?
What was it?
probably
Platform.
The Platform.
La Plataforma. It's originally a Spanish movie, right?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
from Spain.
Oh, where they
Sorry,
pass the food down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Did you guys just talk about that? I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Shugg
that's what I
just
just
brought
said.
it up.
Yeah.
But the Tooth
Um,
Fairy movie is called Darkness Falls. Sorry,
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Darkness. I knew what you were talking about.
my
though,
accountant
the evil
corrected me.
tooth
Yeah.
fairy. Yeah. I knew exactly what you meant. All right, check it out. Totally unrelated to horror because we all kind of said it. My third favorite movie of all time, most memorable, ties back to one of my favorite Marvel characters, The Punisher 2004 with Thomas Jane, where he's in it with what's the fucking dude? John Travolta. Fuck yeah.
It's been so the
Gold,
original
baby.
one. It's been so long
It's
since
not
I've
the
seen
original.
it.
The original's from
The whole
the
time.
70s.
Well, not
The
not
original's
the
from the 70s.
yeah, not that one, but the before they switched
This is
characters to.
04. Yeah, it was before Warzone. There's been so
The
many
game?
different ones. There's been original 04 Warzone, then the new one with Bernthal.
Okay, yeah, that's who I was thinking of.
Have y'all ever seen Grind?
Yes.
Grind.
Yeah.
I'll open my business. I'll open my business. Yeah, dude, I love that fucking movie. Yeah,
You love Grind.
that's
Remember
a good one.
Brink?
Yes.
Brink,
Roller
yeah,
skating.
the rollerblading one.
Yeah.
Was that on Disney Channel?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a Disney movie. Yeah.
The
Y'all
classic
remember that
haircuts.
Disney movie, the Leprechaun one, where he played basketball and he
Yeah.
fought against
Luck of the Irish.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that same kid was in that movie that he turned into like a mermaid when he was 14 or something like that, 13
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah, I remember.
Those movies were
That was-
cool.
Yeah, that was like prime. That time
Yeah.
was like all those movies.
Xenon.
Oh yeah, Xenon was a set. I freaking love Xenon. I was like, man, I had a crush on that bitch.
What's the song? I can't remember it. Roller coaster
Um,
ride.
Supernova.
Yeah,
girl.
Supernova. Fucking. I rewatched that with the kids, and it's horrible.
Oh, it's
And that dude
terrible.
can't sing at
That
all.
guy-
It's-
That dude is a fruitcake.
yeah, it's bad.
Were you guys into the raunchy comedies like the American Pie, National
yeah.
Lampoon movies?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I didn't
Yeah.
watch too many of
Euro
the
Trip?
Lampoon. Euro Trip's
Euro
the
Trip
best.
was awesome. Yeah.
Euro Trip was my favorite.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah.
It's
good
scusi.
one.
It's scusi.
Scotty doesn't know.
Scusi,
No,
scusi.
Scotty doesn't know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Matt Damon.
They'll never know who Scotty is.
understand what any of that meant, and eventually I became a teenager and figured it out, and I was like, this makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Zoom, zoom,
Euro
zoom.
Trip,
Mom.
so was Sex Drive. That was another one that was really fucking good.
Sex Drive. Who's?
Oh,
I have to see it.
yeah. They
Say
go to
something
Amish.
about it. What did they do in it?
Sex Drive. They had a GTO in the movie. Some dude was traveling
that where he
across country. to
goes
meet
real
some girl
fast?
that he was gonna hook up with.
Oh no.
Hmm?
Never mind.
And did they stop off at like an Amish community?
Yeah.
Yeah, I fucking love that movie, dude.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm sorry. I got a little too excited there. I got a
No,
little too excited. I need to take a blink.
love it.
Yeah.
What was it
but
called? Sex Drive? I gotta buy that
Sex
DVD.
Drive, bro. That
I
movie
gotta
is
buy the.
fucking gold.
I gotta seal the Predator movie DVD.
Ooh.
You know that
Nice.
Seth Green was one of the Amish guys. Plays one of
Yep.
the Amish characters.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I have seen that then. Yeah. With the
I don't
big beard.
remember the main characters.
Without a Paddle was good too.
Oh, that was a good movie. Yeah. That had the dude who played Shaggy from Scooby Doo, huh?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I was wondering what happened to him. He recently got back into acting. I can't remember what movie I saw him in. But all these comedians end up. What's weird is that all these people end up in CSI.
yes.
We got Feds right now. We got the blonde dude from Euro Trip and CSI.
Ice-T.
Like,
They probably
Straight
pay pretty good.
Well,
Y'all know
it's
what
it's
favorite-
never
my
ending.
favorite,
Yeah. What's up?
Favorite what?
Oh, y'all know what my favorite comedy TV show would have to be a pick between. I can't pick. Y'all
Oh,
help me
man.
decide which one's better. Trailer
South Park.
Park Boys,
Trailer Park Boys.
nice.
It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, and that
Nice.
show, the show with the freaking three dudes. One's curly hair, one's another dude that always.
Workaholics.
Yeah, Workaholics.
Yeah.
Those three are so funny.
Man.
To
Hey,
pick
hey,
Trailer
we
Park
don't
Boys.
we don't
Yeah,
pick
Trailer
who
Park
our
Boys.
favorite child is. We equally love them all. That's what
Yeah.
we do.
Okay, well then, which one's the redheaded stepchild?
Which one?
All right, so
Ricky?
it was Workaholics. It was
Workaholics, Trailer
Philly,
Park Boys,
Trailer Park Boys.
or
All right.
Sunny in
I'm
Philadelphia.
sorry, but Trailer Park Boys is gonna be the redheaded stepchild because the other two are American, and I'm here in America. I'm sorry, I'm just gonna
Yeah.
say that.
Always
Canadian.
Sunny is.
Yeah, I agree. I'd have to agree.
I would say the other two are more popular than Workaholics, though, right?
I'd say
That's
that's correct.
I
But
think I met more
Workaholics
people
got
that watch the
better
other
over
two.
time, I feel.
Workaholics is currently used for memes and shit though. Like Workaholics is still getting recognition.
Yeah.
I don't like
don't know.
them.
What you looking at my eyes for? I ain't got no candy.
The one of them specifically, the main one, the goofy. I don't like that one.
Adam?
The one with the long hair is fine, and the one who's kind of like a nerd.
The tall one.
he's,
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
main one.
He's
he makes
goofy.
me so mad. I don't know
Adam
you don't like
Devine or
Adam? Yeah.
I really liked him in I liked him in what's the acapella one?
Oh,
fuck.
he was in that
What is that
singing
called?
movie, right?
You don't like the short one?
Yeah, he don't
Yeah.
like the
What is
short
it?
one.
Adam DeManth.
Yeah. Oh my god. Even his name.
Devine.
I
Oh,
love
But
him.
that's the thing. He's the friend. He's the friend you're supposed to hate. That you're like, fuck, I fucking hate you. But you know what? You're the homie. Come here. Like we're not gonna leave you
What
out
did I
there.
just say?
Like that's the point.
Pitch Perfect.
Like he's the friend you
Pitch
hate.
Perfect. That's what.
I feel like he's the guy that tries too hard and never gets it.
Yeah.
Because that's what he portrays.
He's in
on TV or
he's in
It's
Righteous
called- it's
Gemstones. Have you seen that? HBO. It's got
Mm-mm.
it's got
Oh. Yeah, I haven't seen that yet. There's not a lot on HBO right now.
Righteous Gemstones,
Yeah.
Vice Principals. Start with
But
those
yeah.
two.
And then
Now was mine.
straight
Pitch
up.
Perfect. Pitch Perfect. I think your wife said Pitch Perfect.
Yeah. She's
straight-
late.
Yeah.
Tell her she's late.
Straight up, out of Workaholics and out of Philly, I'm gonna take It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia because that show is fucking perfect.
I've
It's
rewatched
raunchy as hell. It goes against
loved
everything
it.
that it should.
I've
and I love
rewatched
it.
Trailer Park Boys at least 5 times. So that's
too.
I've
that's
rewatched
one of my
all
that's
those shows.
the great.
I fucking Totoso. I fucking
No,
hate it.
fucking Totoso.
So,
The fucking
so check
raccoons.
it out. All right,
The Rakins. The Rakins, yeah.
Rakins are eating all the weed.
Trailer Park Boys favorite character Bubbles, and
J-Rock.
You like
Workaholic.
kitties, man.
Workaholic favorite character Blake Henderson, the one with the hair.
Yeah.
And
Right.
then for It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
So with all these
favorite
books.
character
Charlie.
Yeah.
Yes.
Charlie. I
Spiders.
thought
They're eating my soul.
I thought it was funny how that dude gained so much weight and then went back down the whole time.
Matt.
Oh,
Matt.
Yeah. He
I
just
never
got to a
understood
completely a fucking big ass dude, then all the way back down again.
Did he do it just
For the show? Yeah. Just to fuck around.
Apparently,
Yeah.
Well, he takes it seriously. Isn't that the same guy that now has a show with Ryan Reynolds where they own a soccer team?
Yeah.
Wesley or Lexby?
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
You know he's one of the writers for the show or something like that, right? Like for
Yeah.
Philadelphia. So
Yeah,
Hey,
it's
man.
Well, he's also
Fight
It's
writing
good.
the nights, man.
They're funny.
Lexby show.
I gotta pee really bad,
Are you
guys.
guys talking about how he like changes his like body, like he gets like fat and then he gets in the show? That's like one of
Yeah.
my favorite parts about the show is like how it was like he did it for the meme, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah,
That
it's
was,
pretty
that was a
good.
good show.
Remember when his cousin, like Country Matt, comes into town and it's Stifler, and he does everything better than him. He like jumps off the
Yeah.
bridge and shit.
Bro.
It's such a good show.
Hey, I'm sorry guys, but I'm getting too excited with this episode, man. You guys are talking about all my favorite shit right now. What the hell?
I think my favorite, one of my favorite episodes of that TV show is Charlie McDennis, The Game of Games.
Oh yeah, where they
When
nailed
they-
the fucking thing to the bar.
Yeah, and they're
They have their
teaching
character
Frank. They're
sheet.
teaching Frank the rules and stuff, and then he's like in the cage and stuff, and they're like, "Shut up, dog!" and like throwing stuff at
Oh
him.
my
And he's like in
God.
his
Oh, yeah.
underwear in the cage.
Dude.
That's such a
Favorite
good.
episodes of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia? That's so fucking hard for me to
It's
pick.
hard. There's a lot of good ones.
Oh man, mine's probably.
Guys, hold up.
Go ahead, Eddie.
Appreciate you.
Huh?
Hey,
Sorry,
what's up, Con?
Sorry, I'm sure you guys already said hey, but or no.
Hey,
Oh
boo.
no, I didn't notice.
I don't know. if
What's
he's
up,
talking to me.
Gonzo?
Sorry.
Hanzo.
Favorite episodes?
The one where they get high on cocaine or like addicted to cocaine.
Oh my god.
That's like an early one. That one's pretty good though. That one's funny.
The face.
Yeah.
I like when Frank is trying to learn how Charlie lives, or someone's trying to learn how he lives, and he like freaking sniffs. He sniffs the glue, and then he eats the cat food real fast, so he gets a stomach ache, and then he has to
Yeah.
can do all this shit.
This shit's so stupid.
Yeah.
Bro, I can't get
Uh-huh.
over how they ruined the priest's life by having
Yes.
him like,
It's-
what was he doing?
Oh.
What was he doing?
All kinds.
He grabbed a drink.
Ends up doing what's it, peyote? I think.
I don't remember those. Yeah, that's so funny
There
though.
was
Yeah.
all sorts of I mean, that was a. I was into my religion back then, so that was kind of weird to watch. You just
Yeah,
shit all
because they say
Another
God
one.
damn every other word.
Yeah, yeah.
Merc,
And then he
hey,
switches
Okay.
back and he's a priest again.
Yeah.
No fucks given.
Yeah. y'all remember that episode where they have the McPoyles in, those weird guys that drink the milk and they hold them hostage with the shotgun, and then Matt goes in the bathroom with the sweaty sister and she's just like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Shugg, that shirt's nasty. Take it off.
Take it off.
Gonzo, I appreciate
Dude,
you.
I'm having a hard time choosing my favorite episode. Honestly, probably when they had to travel out of Philly, and it's the first time that Charlie travels out of Philly, and he was having a hard time traveling out of Philly.
I'm the garbage
That was-
man.
"That's one in the
Sorry.
U-Haul?"
Yeah, that was a good one.
I'm just thinking of the garbage one. I come and I throw garbage all over the ring.
Yeah, there's
Sorry.
so many good like lines in that movie. Like, yeah, I'm gonna go watch it after this.
Mhm.
Do we have anything else actually? Because I need to get going actually.
Yeah.
Soon.
we
You
can
guys,
call
I
it.
can leave and you guys can continue, but I didn't know if there was anything.
No, I mean,
I mean,
I'm pretty good.
I did my big.
You guys got to come up with something like I got homework. This versus that.
Oh, we gotta do this versus that.
Just one. And we at least
All right,
have
I'll try to. Yeah. Okay. Just one.
yeah. Or unless you just get carried away and want to do
What-
more.
What we just did, the like Mortal Kombat versus Tekken.
Yeah. Like a just. Well, I mean, it doesn't have
Like come up with
just
a,
whatever.
like a few examples of that. You're just saying.
Yeah.
For the next episode, right?
Or just if you throughout the week, if you think of something, write it down.
All
Guys.
right. Sounds good.
Okay.
Heard Gonzo.
Good.
Yeah.
Get like 2, 3 of those going. Yeah.
This was a great Halloween spit.
Yeah. Ghost stories.
Early beginning.
The Halloween special. That's
Hey,
funny. Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
AMPM was in costume in the beginning of the,
Yes.
episode.
The music fucked it up. It was supposed to play the music. It was gonna be so cool, and now that the music,
It was still good. It was still good.
It
Yeah.
was good. It was so epic.
And the only one who came in costume was AMPM. Come on, shout out
It-
to that.
Yeah. Should have told us.
Honestly, the audio would have been the Akatsuki theme would have been perfect. But I mean, you
would.
showed up in costume.
Yeah.
You already did more than
Yeah.
us.
The hat and everything.
What more can you do, brother?
All right.
All right.
Well,
I'm out.
Later, guys.
Are you guys ending
Hey,
it? Or are you guys going to
nice
keep
talking
on
to y'all
going?
guys.
Probably gonna call it.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's time.
Well, thank you guys. It was fun chatting. Thanks, chat. I will
Yeah.
talk to you guys later.
Appreciate you guys.
Alright.
Until week. Well, next week I won't be here, so I'll be here back in 2 weeks, everybody.
Oh, so Son of Merc has to do the
Thank you,
intro.
guys, bud.
It's
Son of Merc's
Saturday
gonna have to do the
night.
Intro.
Get the kids out of the pool. All right, guys.
Yeah.
All right. See you guys.
Later.
See you.
Later.